The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of male Bulldog football starts now.
You are looking live at the field in front of the Male High School Football Stadium. Hi, everyone. I'm Jim Tyree, along with Coach Bob Redmond, as we get set tonight for high school action. It's the Male Bulldogs at 4-0 on the season, taking on the 1-4 Butler Bears. Both schools are 6A, Coach, but seem to be heading in opposite directions, although Butler is a young team, and their new head coach, Colby Clark, former U of L player, He's very upbeat and excited about what he can do to get Butler turned in the right direction.
Jim, first of all, welcome to Mayo. It's really an honor to get the chance to work with you now.
It's an honor to work with you, Coach.
Where else do you go? You get brownies.
Brownies. I tell you, and I got some cranberry orange bread over there on the. They feed you here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't make sure you point that out over there. That's kind of one of my favorite things. I missed that a while ago. Now listen, this ought to be a good game. You're right. You got two teams. It's a mismatch. There's no way around that.
Right.
Butler is in the beginning phases of a new coach, former defensive line coach here at Mayo, so there's a connection there. But he's just finding his way over there, getting some kids out. I know got some new kids just this past week involved in his program, trying to get it started over there. Mayo, on the other hand, is a 6A playoff state champion caliber type team.
Yeah, and so, they look strong this year.
So you got to figure out a way in a night like this that both teams can come away with something positive. And it's been my experience with Chris Wolf. He does a great game in games that seem to be a mismatch, getting his kids involved, getting his starters X number of snaps that they need for conditioning, and that's the toughest part actually in a game like this, is to make sure you get your starters involved enough that you don't lose something in conditioning or whatever.
Yeah, especially with district down the road.
Absolutely. You got playoffs coming up 5-6 weeks here, and you don't want to lose anything. And it's a fine line to walk of when to pull those kids to make sure that they get enough just plays and conditioning and so forth.
On the other side of that coin, though, Butler is going to get some valuable experience here tonight.
It's headed in that direction. And absolutely, it's a real good experience for Butler if you let it be. Early on, it won't be. It's a mismatch. Things won't go well. When Mayo begins to sub and it gets more equal as far as talent level and where the two are, then all of a sudden it becomes a ball game. I know I used to always tell my kids, when the young ones go in, baby, it is 0-0, and you better come out on top. I'm sure he's looking forward to that part of the game when he can get his guys against a defense and an offense that is equitable at this point. And I'm sure you can take away from that if those kids come in and execute, put some points on the board, make some plays, find some guys that you weren't sure about. All of a sudden they get in there and play. You can get something out of a game like this on both sides. And it's not easy, but it's doable.
Let's check a look at the weather for tonight's game. It is beautiful in Louisville, Kentucky tonight, and the sun is shining splendidly. We'll have a kickoff of around 70 degrees. The look at today's weather forecast is brought to you by Thomas Car Wash. Fastest and finest since 1946. Take it to Thomas. We'll be back in just a moment to continue right here and hear from both coaches as we bring you Mail and Butler on Glycod.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 male high graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Now, here's Bob Redman with tonight's opposing coach, brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
Welcome back to pregame coverage on Glycod.com of Mail taking on Butler tonight. Joining us now is the head coach of the Butler Bears, Colby Clark. Coach Clark, let's talk first about your season up to this point. You've reached about halfway in your regular season schedule. I understand that injuries have really hurt your team so far.
Yes. Injuries and new rules and new regulations coming in. Just across the board.
You lost your starting quarterback, is that correct?
Yes, he stepped out last week in a game. Hopefully he can bounce back this week and help us out.
You've struggled to put some points on the board up to this point. What has been the biggest issue? Is it playing up in class?
I want to say class. Like I said, with me getting the job late, and like I tell the kids, they've been with us with the staff for 3 months. We still at 3 months now, going on 4 months. And put in a new offense, put in a new defense and special teams, and with rules and regulations for them to follow, it's a lot for them to adjust within short time. So we still climbing up to the ladder.
How do you feel about their progress with your system right now?
Like I said, each day is a better day. So we just take it one day at a time. And like I told them today, apparently we cannot have no mental mistakes. We got to have less mistakes than our opponent. And then when we played against Butler, we started off with mental mistakes. And we had people not playing that week. We had one of my middle linebackers out and a couple DBs that's out. So we had people who never played football before go in and just try with some effort.
That's all you can ask right now, correct?
Yes, indeed.
We're speaking with head coach Colby Clark right before his Butler Bears take the field against the Male Bulldogs tonight on Glycod.com. You have a tough challenge with this Male Bulldog team. Tell me what you see about them as you studied them.
They're a unit. It's the same thing when I was there. It's just something that we have to accomplish. It's more, like I said before, it's a mindset. We just got to keep our mindset where we at and just compete. As long as we can line up and compete, we have a better thing. So if they keep their mind and believe in themselves, we have a chance to compete.
What do you think the toughest part about stopping Male's offense will be tonight?
Stopping them, like I said, we have to focus on us, making sure we're doing our job.
All right.
If we're doing our job, we should be in a good stance. But if we started going like everybody else doing and not do our job, we're going to have a long game.
Coach, you mentioned being prepared and being on the right spot on the field, but what's a big key for your team tonight?
Tackling.
And is that something you've worked on in practice this week?
Yeah, we work on it every day since I've been there. So this is an everyday drill. We tackle. We make sure we tackle just to put it in their head. We have to wrap up. They're not used to that contact, but we have to get in. So like I said, it's at times we go up the ladder and sometimes we come down the ladder. We just got to stay up the ladder this week.
Coach, thanks and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Colby Clark, the head coach of the Butler Bears. As they take on Mail tonight, we'll return in just a moment for the rest of our pregame coverage here on GlyCod.com.
1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Supreme Lending Company is your #1 choice for your home financing needs. Gary Settle is a 1996 Male graduate, a Male football alum, and member of Male's 1993 state champion football team. As a proud supporter of Male football, Gary's eager to help Bulldog families and friends purchase or refinance a home anytime. Gary can be reached on his mobile phone Monday through Sunday at 502-298-1356. Supreme Lending Company, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 2129.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Custis Hydraulics, family owned since 1981, is proud to support Male Bulldog football. Whether it's commercial hydraulic equipment, components, cylinders, pumps, valves, or construction cranes, dozers, and loaders, Custis trained mechanics will provide fast, reliable repairs. And Custis also sells hydraulic parts that can be shipped anywhere with limited area pickup and delivery for larger parts. Call them at 502-968-3107. Get going. Get Custis. You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from GlyCod.
Welcome back to Male High School here in Louisville, Kentucky. Getting ready for Male and Butler tangling tonight in 6A high school football. Time for the keys to the game. I'm Jim Tyree along with Bob Redmond. Tonight's keys to the game presented by the Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Coach, I think for Male, it's real simple. Just play your game, really, is the big part about it, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. For Male, it's about fundamentals. It's about coming out here and doing the things that they do every day in practice, except do them at game speed. Not overdo, not try to be fancy, just try to do the things that they normally do every day in practice. And I think that's what you'll see. Now, as it gets younger, as the game goes on, you might want to do things that you do in the JV games on Monday, and they might have a little bit more creativity. But with the older guys, I think it's just strictly what you do every day. Turn that big dog loose, Daniel Swinney, who can – he is really fun to watch run. Big, strong inside runner, has the ability to break it once he gets in space. He is an exciting player, and Male has the ability to work off of him. to throw it to Vinny Anthony, and they've got speed all over the field. So they have great ability to run at you, get you to commit, and then go over the top. They like to run fades. They like to run vertical routes, post corners, and things deep. They're a really exciting team to watch. So look for Mayo to continue to do those things. Now, if you're Butler, on the other hand, now this is a lot easier said than done, but you want to try to be able to control time of possession. Keep your offense on the field. Try to keep Mayo's off if you can do that. But like I said, it's a lot easier done than said. Running wise, they're not going to be able to beat Mayo one-on-one anywhere. But you try to double or triple team to isolate a particular place you're going and load up in that area. Try to disregard part of the field and load up on the area you're trying to attack. If you're 3-on-1, you can win some of those battles, or sometimes 2-on-1. I look for them to do that. Unbalances. Being able to bring an extra guy, sometimes two, over to the point of attack, try to load up, try to get numbers to be able to move the chains, keep your offense on, keep theirs off. And that's really important for them to try to do that. If they can develop a little bit of a run game, they got a young quarterback in there. It's just starting to learn the ropes, but short, underneath, play action stuff off the run game, play action stuff might be helpful to Butler, especially early in the game. So a good balance of run and pass. Defensively, Butler has got to just absolutely load the box to try to stop Daniel Swinney. The first thing you have to do to stop Mayo offense is to get him under control, and then try to cover one-on-one, which is going to be a load for the Butler secondary. But first order of business is for them to try to stop Daniel Swinney, and you do that by loading up the box. Numbers again.
We're going to hear from head coach Chris Wolf of the Mayo Bulldogs coming up next as we continue on GlideCod.com. When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Custis Hydraulics, family owned since 1981, is proud to support male Bulldog football. Whether it's commercial hydraulic equipment, components, cylinders, pumps, valves, or construction cranes, dozers, and loaders, Custis trained mechanics will provide fast, reliable repairs. And Custis also sells hydraulic parts that can be shipped anywhere with limited area pickup and delivery for larger parts. Call them at 502-968-3107. Get going. Get Custis.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ace is more than a hardware store. It's where you turn for answers to all your questions. The Miller family of experts has 3 locations on Preston Highway in the Linview Shopping Center, Taylor Boulevard by Churchill Downs, and 26 and West Market Street. This week, get the Home Sturdy 18-gallon tote for $2.99. Ace fiberglass furnace filters, all sizes 99 cents. 5-pack of 30-gallon paper yard bags, $1.99. Get a 20-pound bag of Ace brand bird seed, just $4.99. Ace Hardware and the Miller family of hardware experts. We're in your neighborhood.
This portion of tonight's game on GlideCod is brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware Store at Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane. Ace, the helpful place.
Pre-game coverage of tonight's game between Mail and Butler continues here on GlideCod.com. My name is Jim Tyree, and joining me now is the head coach of the Mail Bulldogs, Chris Wolf. Coach, I know you're a football coach, and you never take a team lightly. This Butler team has struggled to score some points in some of the games against bigger opponents. That won't change your preparation at all, though, will it?
Well, no, after we looked at our film from last week's Trinity game, we've got a lot of fundamental things that defensively we're not doing a great job of pressing the line of scrimmage from the linebacker position. We lost leverage a lot of times on the D-line front. We did blow one coverage that cost us a touchdown in the red zone. So we have a lot of things fundamentally that we're concerned about that we need to fix. So we're not in position, in my mind, to take anybody lightly.
Coach Wolf, you're about halfway through your regular season schedule now. What's the mental and physical status of your team?
Well, I think mentally and physically what I'm trying to press upon them is that we've got to, you get to the middle of the year and there's a little bit of fatigue as far as the routine, but we have to push through that, and we have to be fundamentally sound in what we do offensively and defensively. Last week, offensively, we put the ball on the ground 3 times, uncharacteristic to us. We had 3 long TD runs called back because of holds. So we have to work through the mental fatigue, and we have to clean those things up so they don't come back to bite us when it counts in November.
We're talking with Chris Wolf, head coach of the Mail Bulldogs, before his team takes on Butler tonight here on GlideCod.com. Coach, talk about having the luxury of a second-year starter at quarterback in Nick Schutte.
Yeah, well, that's what you get with a second-year starter. We don't get that very often. I've only had that one other time in my 12 years here. And Nick is a multi-sport athlete. He understands the offense as well as anybody, and he doesn't force the ball, and it helps that he goes against a really good defense in practice. We do a lot of good on good, so he's going against our guys in the secondary, and so he kind of is able to flush through some of the bad looks through the week because he does throw an interception through the week. He's just been able to not make those bad decisions on Friday night.
And your defense has played extremely well. You mentioned again the turnovers you had, but your defense has put you in positions to win games so far.
Well, the defense I think can be better. I think we're not fundamentally where I want us to be. We've overwhelmed some people up front here and there, and we're getting better in the back end as we kind of move people around a little bit. Demetrius Dunlap came back for his first start last week. William Spencer also came back and played for the first time of the year. So Chad Carroll played against Trinity, did not play against St. X. So it's getting all the pieces together on defense and getting them all to play together. It takes a little bit of time, so I'm glad to have some of those parts back.
That's head coach Chris Wolf of the Mail Bulldogs. We'll continue with our pregame coverage of Mail taking on Butler in just a moment here on GlideCod.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
1965 Mail graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Custis Hydraulics, family owned since 1981, is proud to support Mail Bulldog football. Whether it's commercial hydraulic equipment, components, cylinders, pumps, valves, or construction cranes, dozers, and loaders, Custis trained mechanics will provide fast, reliable repairs. And Custis also sells hydraulic parts that can be shipped anywhere with limited area pickup and delivery for larger parts. Call them at 502-968-3107. Get going. Get Custis.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by Blunt Dental Group at 8013 New LaGrange Road in Linden. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Here are the starting lineups for tonight. First for the visiting Butler Bears, they'll go at quarterback with Caden Baker, 5'11", 199 junior. The 2 running back set, it's number 7, Sean Marshall, 5'9", 198 junior. Number 8, David Crawley, 5'9", 174. He's also a junior. They will line up in several times this evening. They'll line up with multiple tight ends. So 2 starting tight ends in the starting lineup. 85, Benjamin Hayes, 6'2", 217 junior, and James Howell, 5'11", 194, and a senior. Wide receiver left over is number 10, Elijah Patterson, 6'1", 161, and a junior. We'll see Devontae Smith, a junior, in there as well. The offensive line, left tackle, and that belongs to Kanan Jackson, 6'1", 240 senior. Left guard is Walter Howell, 6'2", 209 senior. Center is Mikhail Carney, 5'10", 196, and a senior. The right guard, Anthony Spencer, 5'11", 240. And the right tackle is Larry Montgomery, 5'11", 232, and a senior. The male offense will start this way, and there are several players in here to talk about. Of course, the quarterback, Nick Shuddy, 6'2", 180, and a senior. The running back, the big dog, Daniel Swinney, 5'11", 216. He looks bigger than that when you see him out on the field warming up. He is a special player. He's just a junior. Vinny Anthony Jr. is one of the wideouts. He's the 4-star recruit that is verbally committed to Wisconsin, 6', 170, and a senior. The other 2 wide receivers, Dominic Verbanchik, 6'1", 180, and a junior, and Max Gainey, 5'9", 155, and a sophomore. The other starters, tight end, Hanson Shelton, 6'2", 190, and a senior. The left tackle will be John Daniels, 6'2", 265, and a senior. Devon Hale is at left guard, 5'10", 255, and a senior. The center is Andrew Daniel. He is 6'1", 230, and a senior. The right guard, Alex Davis, 5'10", 295, and a senior. And the right tackle, Christian Depp, 6'2", 265, and a senior. Coach, one thing that I noticed when I'm reading off that offensive line of Male is all 5 guys, seniors, and a ton of experience.
Right, that's exactly right. Experience being the key word right there. These guys all played last year, took it to a state championship, got beat in the finals, but these kids have had a lot of experience. They're big, they're strong, and I'm telling you, they're quick. For as big a body as they are, they're very quick. They get out in space and block really well. Really a good group, and they're giving those running backs, Sweeney, a great push off the line of scrimmage, getting him started. You get that big kid started, he's a load.
Yeah, I would say he probably has a second gear from what I've seen on the highlights of them. He just hits that second gear when he gets in the secondary and runs past people.
It will surprise you.
Yeah.
And he gets stronger as the game goes on. The more carries he gets, the better he gets. But if he gets space, if he gets green grass, gets some air to roll in, he can flat fly. He had 3 last week called back against Trinity. Broke 3 long ones, 2 160, 140, and one about 30. So he can go once he gets in the secondary.
Probably will not see him very much tonight, I would assume, if Male gets out to the start that they hope they will he will probably not see more action than just some in the first half. Here are your officials for tonight's game. The referee is Forrest Waits. The umpire is Herman Hettinger. The linesman is Claude Segale. The line judge is Jeremy Schmidt. And the back judge is Darren Bray. Coach, you said you didn't know any of them, but you're sure they probably threw a flag on you.
I guarantee every one of them at least once down there. That was, they all got me.
We'll get to the start of this one, the kickoff here in just a moment, just seconds away here. My name is Jim Tyree, along with the coach, Bob Redmond, as we bring you this action from beautiful Jefferson Field here at Male High School. And the coin toss was won by Male, I believe, and they deferred to the second half.
Which is normal procedure for them. They like to get that defense out there first and kind of try to get you in a hole and get great position for their offense. Hopefully, somewhere around the 50 or so, and put points up quick. So that's Male's usual deal, is to come out and defer on the toss if they win it. So that's what we're seeing right now.
Butler very, very late in breaking the huddle over across the way, getting ready for tonight's action. And the kickoff return team not exactly prepared just yet, so they have to delay here for just a moment, as the kickoff will be coming from Lance Gossett, 5'11", 165-pound junior, who has done a fantastic job kicking the ball this season for Male. He's 20 out of 21 on point-after attempts, and he's made a couple of field goals out of 2 tries as well.
Really come on as a kicker. Was the backup last year, split time, and this year's been the guy. And I'm telling you, his length, he's starting to get the ball close to the end zone and in the end zone with hang time. So he has really improved as a kicker, and very, very accurate.
Squib
Onside
kick. They're going to onside it. It's taken by one of the upbacks for Butler at the 45-yard line. Taking the football was Darion Straughter. Darion Straughter is able to cover it up, and that will be Butler good field position to start this game at their own 44.
Yeah, Straughter really alert right there. I wasn't expecting an onside kick, but Butler was, and they were in good shape. Straughter handles it no problem and gives Butler great starting position here.
So the Butler Bears dressed in the red pants, white jerseys, red numerals, white helmets. Of course, Male in the purple with the gold numerals and accents and the helmets. Here's 1st and 10, and the quarterback will take the football. They have a different quarterback in there, Matthew Hall, a junior who will start in the Wildcat. He's able to get around the left edge, but gets dropped for a loss back at the 43-yard line.
So Butler trying to give Male something to think about here early. Comes out in the Wildcat that time. Comes off the left tackle. Not much there, though. Male defense that time. Elijah Manning all over that. Stopped it before he could get started for a loss.
They're going to keep it at the 44, so no gain on the play. There was a penalty, but it was refused. And I said the 44, actually the 39, a 5-yard loss on the play by Hall. They're going to keep him in there, though, at the quarterback spot, so possibly something wrong with Baker. He'll hand off this time to the running back Marshall, and Marshall may have been able to get across the 40 to the 41.
Marshall takes a kind of an inside zone off the right guard there, up inside, picks up maybe 2 that time, positive yardage, but not much before Male able to run him down in a hurry.
That'll bring up 3rd and 13 for Butler, who does a lot of running of the football. They have not passed for very much this year at all, only 178 yards on 61 attempts through 5 games. And here is the I formation, and they do bring Baker back in at quarterback. Hand off to Marshall. He's going to lose a yard to the 40 as Male's defense very quick to get in there. The player leading the charge that time was Elijah Manning, the linebacker, the senior.
And Brandon Dobbs also on that call. A little 2-back set that time for Butler. Tried to run a little isolation off the left side, left tackle. No place to go. Dobbs eats that one alive.
Male will send 2 players back. Vinny Anthony Jr. is one, and the other is Max Gainey, as the Bears are forced to punt. They bring in Barger to punt the football away. And a whistle before anything gets started, and a false start is going to be called on Butler. And they just seem to, and it was interesting, Coach, as I was talking, and it wasn't Barger, I checked that, it was Freed, but This week, as I talked to Colby Clark, the head coach of Butler, he just mentioned over and over again, we can't make those mental mistakes. They come out and they've made a couple already.
And listen, when you're a young ball club, struggling ball club, that does nothing but send you in the wrong direction. So he's right about that. They got to play a totally clean game to have a shot to be competitive in this thing.
All right, Freed standing at his own 20 will get the football on the snap, low line drive, spinning kick, bounces at the 43, and will take a Butler bounce all the way down to the 36. So a short punt, but effective as Mail is denied a return. The punt will go for 34 yards.
Well, Mail's come out here off the bat and tried to steal a possession with that little onside kick. And now we'll see what they do offensively. You would expect them to come out with a heavy dose of Swinney, but we'll see. They may come out firing.
I said 34. Check that. It was a 29-yard punt. And in the shotgun goes the quarterback, Nick Shuddy. He has no backs behind him. 2 wideouts to either side. Barking out instructions now. Shuddy has been so impressive halfway through the season. And he gets the snap, throws, and wide open, over-the-shoulder catch at the 45, falling forward to the 34-yard line. Great catch by Matthew Hines, 6'3", 175-pound junior.
Yeah, Hines comes into that time, runs a little seam route right down the hash mark, wide open. Shuddy puts it on the money, puts it out in front of him, catches it on stride. Big first down here. The Dogs are on a roll early.
And it's a 29-yard gain. They get everything on the punt right there. So 1st and 10 from their opponent's 35-yard line. Here's Swinney's first run. He heads to the left side, gets hit, bounces off a couple, and finally taken down at the 24-yard line as coming up to hit the running back Swinney was Dan Vinegar, the defensive lineman, trailing the play.
And you'll notice that Swinney honestly got hit first contacts at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're right.
Ends up drag Vinegar for 10 yards, picks up a first down. So Daniel Vinegar had his hands full there trying to get Swinney on the ground.
They mark it at the 25, so 10 for Swinney on his first carry. He's behind the shotgun now from Shuddy. In motion goes Max Gainey. He's going to catch a little swing pass out of the backfield, and he'll get tripped up as he got to the 25, the line of scrimmage. Coming over to tackle him was Elijah Patterson, the junior.
Yeah, Patterson does a great job there for Butler. Handling Gainey in the open field like that, outstanding. Ivan Green also over there on that stop, but anytime you can get Gainey down one-on-one in the open field, you're doing something. That kid's going to be a tremendous football player.
So only a gain of a yard on the swing pass to Gainey, and it is 2nd and 9. And Shuddy still looking at the sideline to get the play. On his left hip is Swinney. Swinney awaits the instruction. Now Shuddy gets the snap. He's going to pass. Drops back 3. Going to throw toward the end zone, and it's overthrown. It was intended for Gainey down at the goal line. Good position that time by Barger. Corian Barger.
Barger that time was in great shape. Ball kind of hung. It was kind of a fade, corner fade that time. Shuddy kind of hung it up there, but Barger was in great shape that time to make a play. Really covered well.
Little pressure on Shuddy that time, too. I think he threw that before he wanted to.
That's key, too. It's really going to, I've never seen a great quarterback throw very well from his bottom side.
Gotcha.
So if you can get pressure, get him on that back foot, get him out of the rhythm, I know that's what Butler would like to do in this ball game.
2 wideouts to the left. The handoff goes to Swinney. He'll start left and get hit, then bounces off a couple, keeps going, cuts right, and finally taken down close to the marker inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line.
Now, whatever that is from Swinney, that's what I've been saying. Yards after contact.
Yeah.
He gets major gains after he's hit 2 or 3 times. Ivan Green that time able to make the stop, but well after he gained about 7 yards.
It's going to be 4th down now, 4th and 2 in the red zone for the Bulldogs. First time they've been there tonight. It's their first offensive series. And awaiting the snap is Shuddy. He's got the left hip, and Swinney gives it to him. Right side, first down, could go all the way. He will! Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Little outside zone off the right side there by Swinney. He gets it clean all the way through, never gets touched, takes it into the end zone. an easy one right there. Butler showed flashes of nice little defensive look there.
Yeah.
They did a couple nice things, but Mail just too strong there. 4th and about 3, and Swinney takes it to the house.
So a 17-yard touchdown run for Swinney. Let's see if they will. Oh, there's a penalty. They're going to wipe it off, Coach. A penalty on the play. That's going to wipe it off.
Let's see what he calls here. A little holding action there.
Holding against Mail. And it happened down the field, so it's a spot foul, and it brings the football back to just ahead of where they started the play. It'll be 4th and about 1.5 yards.
And if you were betting, where would you bet right now?
I'd say same guy that touched it on the last one.
I'd say Swinney gets a hold of this one.
4th and 1.5 yards. They have to get ahead of the 15 for a first down. They bunch it up. Nice tight set. Wide out to either side. Shuddy goes in motion. They may go Wildcat here to Swinney. Has a receiver in motion and then runs straight ahead. Swinney gets the first down. He's not going to get to the end zone this time, but he is going to move the markers.
You notice that pile looks like a scrum there for a while. Swinney stays on his feet as he drives, gets the first down, plus a little, and Mail's been using that a lot. They've been using the Wildcat, especially in goal line situations there. Russell Werner able to finally drag Swinney down, but first down for the Dogs here.
They needed 1.5 yards, Swinney got 4. Down to the 13. Ball right in the middle of the field between the hashes. 1st and 10 again for the purple-clad Bulldogs. No back at the backfield this time. Now Gainey comes back. And he will go to the left hip of Shuddy. 3 wide outs, trips formation to the right side. Going to look that way, now throw back to the left, complete, and making the catch at the 10, circling down inside the 5, and then run out of bounds. Vinny Anthony Jr. with a nice gain. It'll be 1st and goal, I believe, if they spot him at the 3, Coach.
Nice little play there to Anthony. They run that really well. Wide receiver screen where he takes a step up, drives back, gets 2 linemen in front of him, and able to get it in close inside the 5 or right at the 5.
Actually, they're going to spot him out at the 5, as you said, Coach. So it'll be 2nd and a long 1 here for the Bulldogs. Knocking on the door of the end zone. This time they'll bring Swinney back into the backfield. He's behind the quarterback, Shuddy. And Shuddy fakes a handoff, now throws inside. Gainey caught, touchdown Bulldogs. No flags this time. This one will stand up.
Little RPO that time, play action. Shuddy decides to throw it. Finds Gainey in the end zone behind the linebackers. Easy score, so Dogs get 1 here on the board. After the first one's called back, they come right back, put it back in the end zone. Dogs on a roll here.
For Gainey, that is his first touchdown catch, I believe, of the year. Making sure. Nope, check that. It's his 6th.
I was getting ready to say, you need to go check that one.
And the extra point goes up and through. Good for Lance Gossett. It is 7-0 Mail. 6:42 to go in the first. Back in a moment on Glycon.com.
.1965 Male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
.6:42 to go here in the first period. Male draws first blood as Shuddy completes a touchdown pass to Gainey, 5 yards out. 11th touchdown pass of the year for Shuddy. Gossett added the extra point, and he'll kick away. This time they'll go deep, and it's going to be taken by Barger at the 4. Up the middle, now cutting to the left, and they're not going to get away from the onslaught of Male defenders. Able to kind of get the edge till about the 18-yard line. Nice little run back there after he got bottled up.
But Male's got a lot of speed on their coverage teams. That's usually a fatal mistake. To bounce it outside usually going to cost you yardage. It's better to go right at it. But that time Barger started up inside, cuts out to his left over towards the Butler sideline, but Mayo had good angles on him, able to pin him to the side, keep him inside the 20.
They mark him at the 17, so it's a run back, a return of 13 for Barger. And that's where Butler will start their second offensive series of the evening. If you just joined us, 7-0 Mayo. Welcome in. Halfway through the first quarter here. Both teams have had a series. And this time they'll go a little misdirection here, and slam to the turf is Marshall, who was in motion, gets the little handoff from the quarterback, and that time again it was Hall, but he may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, Coach.
Yeah, Hall that time in motion, try to run a little motion receiver sweep to try to get the edge, but no place to go. T.J. Price comes up and just makes a great tackle. No gain.
So 2nd and 10 now coming up. Ball again in between the hashes, close to the middle of the field. And it's Hall again at the quarterback spot. Baker, check that, sorry. Marshall on his hip. He's going to throw across the middle over the head. Intended receiver at the 21 was the other back, David Crawley, who had lined up in the slot that time, and he was double covered.
Yeah, he was. Not a good throw either. Caden Baker kind of overthrew that one. That had a chance to be picked off. He threw into double coverage, so not a good look there for Butler.
So Baker now splits out to the sideline. He's going to be a wide receiver, 2 to his side on the left, 2 to the right side, and they'll keep Hall in the backfield. And Marshall is back with him.
Butler coming out of here with some looks.
And the long count, now a snap, rolling to his left. Hall is going to try to throw, and he's sacked. Back at the 13-yard line. Takes a hard hit, goes down there, and it'll be 4th down.
All that time to have to roll to his left. Tough throw anyway on the run, trying to roll to his left. But great pressure there off the edge by Chad Carroll for Mayo there. Makes the stop. Big loss on the play of a loss of about 6 or 7.
So the punt team on once again as Freed will come out, the senior kicker and punter, as they're late getting a player onto the field to help block. That could have been disastrous. Standing back at the 40-yard line are both Anthony and Gainey.
They love to try to reverse off of this.
This one's a little higher, hangs up a bit, bounces at the 38, takes a Butler bounce almost all the way to midfield. Not a bad little punt there. As it goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line, they're going to mark it at the 47, and that's a punt of 34 yards.
Yeah, Butler got all of that one. Really hit it pretty short. Got a favorable roll that time out to about midfield. So Mayo starts in great field position here, and I know that Coach wants to see them score a lot and score quickly.
We apologize. We're having some technical issues with our camera work. We'll try to give you as much information as we can by audio. My name is Jim Tyree, along with the coach, Bob Redmond. You know that voice anywhere. If you're a fan of high school football in the state of Kentucky, live in Louisville. 1st and 10 now for Mayo at the 47 of Butler. They start in enemy territory. Shuddy will put one in motion, gets a low snap. Now going to just have to take off and get what he can. 45, lowers his head, puts the boom on Barger, and able to get to the 43-yard line.
That's what I really liked about Shuddy this year. Here we are at midseason, headed towards playoffs here in 5 or 6 weeks. But bad snap, nothing going right there. Can't get the handoff. Shuddy just keeps his cool, picks it up, picks up about 5, takes it himself around the corner. So Shuddy's poise has been outstanding up to this point.
I like how he grabbed Gainey and just put him out in front of him.
Absolutely.
He just used him as a ram. 2nd and 6 after the 4-yard gain. Now to throw. Shuddy looks downfield. Got it all day. Throws underneath. One-handed catch by Marshall, and he'll take off down the right sideline after getting the edge inside the 30 down to the 27.
Yeah, Shuddy put that one behind Marshall. He goes back one-handed, snares that thing, drags it in there. Really a nice catch. That time for a big first down. Avion Green that time on the stop there for Butler, but great catch right there by Marshall.
Able to reach back and pull it in. It's a first down to the 27. It's a 16-yard gain for Mayo. They're knocking on the door of the red zone again. This time from the far hash as we see it. Rolling left a bit and throwing is Shuddy. He completes the pass to Gainey. Gainey down the left sideline. Pushed out of bounds at the 13. It's a 10. Make it a 14 14. Check that. I'm sorry, 11. 11-yard gain, Coach.
A little motion that time, a little quick out there to Gainey, able to pick up the first down. So Mail again on a roll.
So 1st and 10 from the 13. They are officially in the red zone. 2 out of 2 drives. They scored a touchdown on their last attempt. Let's see what they do here. Got a wing back on that left side, more of an H-back than anything else. Shuddy with Swinney behind him. High snap, pulls it down, throws, going for the fade in the end zone, over the shoulder catch. Did he keep it? He did! The catch made out there on the edge. Coach, I have to look and see who that was. Was it Dominic Verbanchik? It was. Verbanchik catches the touchdown.
Verbanchik is the guy that kind of gets lost in this Mail offense. They got all the speed with Anthony and Gainey, but I'm telling you, Verbanchik does some great things. Got a big-time vertical, outstanding hands, runs a little fade there in the corner of the end zone. Shuddy hangs it up to him, and great throw and catch right there. Good job, Verbanchik.
And on to kick the extra point is Gossett. Gossett will get this one up and through. And it's 14-0 Mail with 3:42 left to go in the first quarter. And we'll step aside for 30. Back in just a moment on GlideCon.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
Just the second touchdown catch of the year for the receiver for Mail in Dominic Verbanchik. It's the 12th touchdown pass of the year for Shuddy. And Mail now leads 14-0 and ready to kick off. And a correction to make here in just a moment on the behind-the-back catch a moment ago. I'll make it as soon as we have this kickoff. And sliding down is Barger on a knee after he caught the ball in the end zone. So, to be honest, Coach, probably the best thing that happened to him because the Mail return team was down there in a hurry.
Jim, I think you're probably right. Probably a good thing. I know he doesn't think it right now, but probably a good thing for the Butler offense right there.
Correction, I had said it was Swinney on the behind-the-back one-handed catch a moment ago. It was actually Anthony that had caught that pass, made a nice catch down the sideline. So want to give credit where credit is due to the receiver.
He made that circus catch last week in the game and scored off of it behind-the-back one-handed, took it to the end zone.
Here's the snap on first down. Hall will give it to Marshall. Marshall bangs forward to the 22-yard line. Hanging on to his ankles was Elijah Manning, the linebacker.
Yeah, Manning steps up in there. He reads that real quick. Little play up inside, little isolation inside, and Mattingly just absolutely stuffs it.
So they're kind of switching back and forth here between Hall and Baker. Baker is in, but they're lining Baker out. We thought he would be the starting quarterback. They're bringing Baker out for about 80% of their plays.
I think they're hoping for a little confusion, maybe to disrupt some of the blitzes and so forth, the looks that Mail defense is trying to give Butler, but it's really not having much effect at this point.
Hall does have some statistics before this game. He was 1 of 3 for 7 yards coming into the game tonight. So Hall now gets the snap, tries to get away, and a purple swarm at the 17-yard line. The first guy to get there for Mail was Bryce Strickland, the sophomore.
You know, that was backside pressure, too. That time, Butler tried to take it to the front side, nothing there. And all of a sudden, Monroe there and came from the backside and really just ate his lunch. So
Andrew Daniel, too, Coach. He
yes.
is 6'1", 230 junior, showing off, and he's gained some weight, you can tell. But showing off his ability to get into the backfield. 2:15 and counting to go in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Mail over Butler. Butler facing now a 3rd and 11 after they just lost 4 yards on a running play with the quarterback Hall. He's in the shotgun this time. Nobody in the backfield with him. An H-back to the left side. He's going to run up the middle and blocking not there. First Bulldog to hit him was Christian Depp, the senior, 6'2",
pressure
265.
off this left side that time. Man, they brought it in depth, able to get there clean, big loss there. Big hit for a loss. Butler's going to have to punt here.
Lost another yard back to the 18-yard line, and now it's the punt formation once again. Freed will have to ice the leg after this one tonight. 1:30 and counting to go, first quarter. Back at the 50-yard line is Gainey. At the 40 of Butler is Anthony. He's going to try to catch that low one if it comes to him this time.
They love to try to fake a little reverse here. They do it almost if they get a nice high kick. However, they've got one up, one back this time, looking for that short kick.
This one's up the elevator shaft. It's not going to be very long at all. At the 40, bounces to the 41, and then kind of bounces straight up and lands in between the 40 and 41-yard line. The punt only 22 yards, and that's where Mayo will get their third offensive series started at the Butler 40-yard line.
Pretty good starting position here for the Mayo offense. Every offensive coordinator loves to get that ball somewhere across that 50, so Mayo starts on the plus side here.
So 1st and 10 now, just shy by maybe an inch or two of the 40-yard line for Mayo. They're on the near hash mark as we see it from the opulent press box here at Mayo High School. Trips formation and a triangle over on the right side. Swinney is going to move out of the backfield. Shuddy's going to throw, wants to go long, looks all the way down the field, and
interference there,
and there's tapped up in the air, intended for Anthony at the goal line, and arms all over Anthony by Barger that time, and no call.
And Anthony runs a deep post that time. Shuddy can't throw a better ball than that. Perfect on target. That was interference all the way through. I mean, from about the 20-yard line in.
They're going to try to hurry up here, but now a timeout called by Butler. They weren't ready defensively, and I think Chris Wolf knew it. 52.9 seconds left to go in the first, and we'll step aside and come right back. It's 14-0 Mayo, and nearing the end of the first quarter here on GlideCod.com.
Is this... He had Daniels.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from GlideCod.
Butler not ready defensively, had to call a timeout, and now with 2nd and 10, Mayo goes with a wide out to either side, an H-back on the right, and Swinney behind Shuddy. At the 40-yard line of Butler, they're going to hand off, let Swinney do his magic. Started outside, ducks back in, gets close to a first down at the 30-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle was DeAnthony Smith-Coward, the defensive back, a junior.
That's Mayo's version of a little 2-back set that time, isolation, where they lead. Take one back and lead up there on the right side, and Swinney picks up a quick first down for Mayo.
So 10 yards on the carry, plus an inch or two, and the sticks move. A new series of 4. Swinney this time will go to the right hip of Shuddy. They go 2 wide outs to either side, but they're bunched in tight. Going to throw, 2 steps, looks to throw, pumps, now has to escape, goes to the right side toward the sideline and tackled. It won't be a sack as he got back to the line of scrimmage, but Kewan Gray, the senior defensive lineman, comes in and makes the tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Gray does a good job there on Shuddy. Shuddy showed just great patience there, hanging in. A lot of poise, not throwing a bad ball. Everybody covered downfield. Just eats it instead of making a bad mistake. Eats it. We're right back 2nd and long here, but that's the big difference I've seen in Shuddy this year is his poise and control over the offense. Really doing a good job with that.
That's the end of the first quarter. 14-0 Mayo. Back in a moment on GlideCod.com.
Supreme Lending Company is your #1 choice for your home financing needs. Gary Settle is a 1996 Male graduate, a Male football alum, and member of Male's 1993 state champion football team. As a proud supporter of male football, Gary's eager to help Bulldog families and friends purchase or refinance a home anytime. Gary can be reached on his mobile phone Monday through Sunday at 502-298-1356. Supreme Lending Company, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 2129.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
In the flat first down.
So a first down for Male after the underneath pass to Castellano. First and 10, first and goal really, from just inside the 10-yard line. High snap, but able to bring it down as Shuddy throws into the end zone, and Anthony cannot pull it in. Had his mitts all over it for Butler. The defensive back able to just hang on long enough.
A little slant that time to Anthony off the left side there, and just almost did his juggling act, was able to bring it in, but couldn't quite get the handle on it.
Barger on the coverage for Butler, and that'll bring up second down and goal from just inside the 10. They're going to bring Anthony over to the right side. Castellano stays in. Oh, nope, check that. It's not Castellano. It's actually Verbanchik that's on that side. They instead throw to Anthony, and Anthony inside the 5, down to the 3, tackled by the defensive player Matthew Hall.
A little slant to Anthony that time, different set out of a slot. Able to get inside, pick up some positive yardage. Bale threatening again here to get number 3.
Third down and goal from the 3-yard line. The 7-yard pass to Anthony. I think betting man would say Swinney here.
I'd say take you to Las Vegas. I think you're right.
Already leading 14-0. Just started the second quarter, and they go Wildcat. Swinney, the only man in the backfield. He'll get the football and start up the middle, hit, but ducks off of it, comes up, and gets into the end zone. Swinney's first touchdown of the night. There was a Bear that had a shot at him right at the line of scrimmage, and Kewan Gray, but Gray could not hold on to the Wiley Swinney.
Gray came up, couldn't have made a better tackle. Meets him square behind the line of scrimmage, and Swinney just drags them all into the end zone. He's just extremely strong. He is a load to bring down one-on-one.
I wouldn't want to meet him in a dark alley, I'll tell you that. He'll bowl me over, too. Here's Gossett to kick another extra point. The holder is Lucas Kobler, and the extra point goes up and through. Perfect on a night, 3 for 3 is the kicker Gossett. And now 21-0 with 10:38 left to play in the second quarter. Back in a moment on Glycod.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
The scoring play, a 3-yard touchdown run by the running back, Daniel Swinney. Swinney's 8th rushing touchdown of the year. Gossett added the extra point. It's 21-0. Male has scored on every offensive series, 3 of them so far with 10:38 to go in the second, and Gossett will kick this one deep. It's going to get inside the 15, taken at the 14 by Barger. Barger is going to try to make his way up the right side, does get across the 20, and down at the 22-yard line, a return of 8 yards.
Elijah Manning he makes more plays on kickoffs than anybody I've ever seen. Great nose for the ball. Makes the play that time on Barger. You were talking about that dark alley? Listen, that baby could be lit. Well, I still don't want to meet him.
You got that right. If he's got a football in his hands and he's coming toward me, I'm moving to the other side of the hall in the school. I don't care.
Looking for that timeout call.
You got it, Coach. 22-yard line Butler on this drive. They'll bring Baker back in at quarterback, go I formation behind him. A wide out to either side. Turn, give it to Marshall. No, check that. It's the other running back, David Crawley, and Crawley will get some positive yards up to the 24. Not much, but he does get forward.
Crawley tries to take it off the left side there. No place to go. T.J. Price comes up, makes the play there for Mayo, but Mayo doing a really good job shutting this Butler run game down.
So Marshall and Crawley are both in the backfield here now for Butler as they brought Baker in to be the quarterback. And let's see what they do here. Baker will stay in the quarterback spot. He was getting the play call from the line or from the sideline, and now comes out with it, tells his teammates, 2 wide outs to the left. They may have trouble getting this off in time.
Awful slow.
Crawley is the up back, Marshall behind, and they'll give it to the second man through Marshall. He may have made the 25 on forward progress, Coach, and that is as far as he is going to get. A whole group of purple jerseys there waiting on him.
Yeah, I formation that time for Butler, a little isolation inside off the right guard, but no place to go that time. A lot of purple on that one.
3rd and 7 after a gain of 2 and a gain of 1 on successive running plays. Butler with their best opportunity at a 3rd down conversion tonight at 3rd and 7.
Chad Carroll on that last tackle kind of led the charge.
2 wide outs to the left, 2 to the right. Only 1 back. Mayo goes across the line trying to get a little head start there was Carroll. He was amped up by making that last tackle, Coach.
That's true, but I think they probably mixed up the count a little bit that time. They're feeling that pressure that Mayo's bringing, so they staggered the count that time and got the easy 5, able to draw Mayo off sides.
3rd and 2 now after the penalty. I believe that's the first penalty other than the penalty that brought back the Swinney rushing touchdown, just the second penalty of the night on Mayo. Something Chris Wolf talked to me about earlier this week about how they needed to clean some things up as a team.
Absolutely, and in a game like this, you want to see it clean. You don't want a lot of mistakes, and I'm sure he's pleased with that up to this point.
Baker gets everybody in position. 2 wide outs left, 2 right. They stay with that shotgun and the running back on the right hip. They'll go. Crawley stopped in the back. Oh, check it. It's Marshall, and he was hit low and then high. The first guy to get there was Donnell Perry, the junior, 6 foot 220, held on at the ankles and then got reinforcements.
Perry got great penetration that time off the defensive right side, able to get into the Butler backfield, stop that one before it ever has a chance to get started. So Butler's going to have to give that thing up again.
A loss of 5, so 4th and 7, and that means that Freed is on to kick it away again. At 3rd and 2 was their best opportunity tonight for Butler to try and convert a 3rd down, now 0 of 3 on 3rd down conversions.
Strong defensive unit, a lot of pride in that group.
Check that, 0 of 4 on 4th down conversions. And now Freed kicks it away. High kick, end over end, taken at the 40-yard line. Gainey is able to circle back around, and now a flag comes in at the 40. He's going to get a long return, but I got a feeling this is going to come back.
This young man, Gainey, I'm telling you, is fun to watch. Has got a wealth of talent, and when he gets in open spaces, he can be a load. Does a nice job there, but it's going to come back.
Just a sophomore, Coach, and great speed.
I think he's going to be one of the future stars at Mayo High School.
It's a hold against Mayo. That's the ugly monster that Chris Wolf was talking about, the special teams play. And this is a hold that happens on a long return, and it's going to bring it back. And Mayo will probably have their worst starting field position of the day from this play right here.
which gives them a chance to really kind of open the playbook up and work on their offense, which I'm sure Chris wants to do in a game like this. You want to be able to work on some stuff, things that you've worked on in practice this week. You get a chance to kind of engineer a long drive here.
The 23-yard line is where this is going to be brought back. So a big turn of field position here off the punt by Freed and then the penalty. Male's worst starting field position out of 4 drives. And now it's 1st and 10 for Male. Quarterback waiting for his team to get set. Shuddy in the backfield with him is Swinney. 2 wideouts to either side, but a tight set. And he's going to fake the handoff, get pressure, gets away from it, and now finally is going to get sacked back at the 15-yard line.
Little RPO that time. Shuddy decides to go up top with it. Doesn't fakes the give. And then looks for a receiver downfield. No place to go with the ball. Good coverage that time by the Butler secondary. And then Butler able to get a little pressure on Shuddy, drop him for about a 5-yard loss.
Caden Briggs, the sack. He'll get credit for it. There were a ton of white jerseys there, but I would assume they'll give it to the first man there. All the way back to the 19. Only a loss of 4 yards on the play, 2nd and 14. A little bit of a pistol look here. Now Swinney will get the handoff, start right side. Got plenty of running room. Now cuts back up the hash and gets tackled as he crosses the 25. It's not going to be a first down, but it'll be manageable, Coach.
Yep, Male brought an extra guy over that time, went unbalanced on this side, then ran at it. Outside zone towards that unbalance. Swinney able to kind of get off and get some of that yardage back. Picks up probably 10, 11 yards. Pretty nice gain there by Swinney.
Going to be 3rd and 6 here now for Male. They're going to quick snap it, give it to Swinney, and try the same thing. Right side, first down, a lot more.
Okay.
As he ducks behind blockers, gets across midfield, and knocked out of bounds here on the sideline. Barger coming over to finally knock him out, but Swinney with a big gainer and a first down for Male.
Male loading up on that right side again. And Swinney takes it to the outside, able to turn the corner easily, picks up the first down, so Male on a roll here. Barger on the stop there for Butler.
19-yard run by Swinney, 1st and 10, 48-yard line. Lights are on. We're starting to get dusky in the city of Louisville, but Male enjoys a 21-0 lead, and Butler, not set defensively, calls a timeout with 6:02 to go. Here in the second, we'll take it with them back in a moment. This is GlideCod.com.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
This portion of tonight's game on GlideCod is brought to you by Blunt Dental Group at 8013 New LaGrange Road in Linden. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Welcome back here to Male High School, where we're in the second quarter, 6:02 to play, 21-0. We're also going to show you a little bit of the Silver Creek-Jeffersonville game, 7-2 Silver Creek in the first half. You can catch that on the other side of your screen. Shuddy fakes the handoff, now has to get away, but can't. Pressure up the middle, going to get to him. And the first guy there, I believe, was Kewan Gray. Kewan Gray.
Yeah, Gray that time on the stop did a nice job, and good coverage that time by Butler in the secondary. Shuddy had no place to go, and you said it was getting a little dusky in here. I checked my deodorant. I want to make sure it wasn't me, but it wasn't. I'm good.
Coach, you didn't offend me, I promise. 5.5 left to play in the second. A loss all the way back to Male territory at the 48, so it's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Shuddy again in that kind of a little bit of a pistol look as Swinney's offset. He runs straight to the middle, now cuts back to the left side, and holding on for dear life, not able to bring him down before Swinney gets the first down inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line, a gain of 17.
Now you're getting a good look at what that big man can do. You saw him twice make 2 good moves, up inside, bounce it out, then again back inside, bounce it outside again, gets in space, gets a big first down. I'm telling you, this kid is a talent.
The instincts are just shocking. He draws the defense into the middle, then bounces to the outside.
That's exactly right.
Unbelievable.
Feels that pressure and bounces away from it. That was really a nice run there by Swinney.
So it looks like we had a flag on the play on that play, and we'll get the call. It is a face mask against Mail. It's rare that you see an offensive player get called for a face mask, but on this play, the officials are going to call it.
You just really want to get a personal foul. If you get a face mask on offense, that's difficult to do, but Mayo's guilty of it. We might have bragged on him too early about cleaning up those penalties, starting to mount up here all of a sudden.
So the ball now will be taken all the way back to the 44 in Mail territory. That'll bring up 2nd and 17. Make it 16. Shuddy gets the snap, turns, Swinney. He's going to cut right, now back to the middle of the field. Cuts right again, got a running room. He got the penalty yards, he got the first down, and he's still going. And he is going to score a 56-yard touchdown run by Swinney.
I'll rest my case. You got to feel pretty good as a coach when you're 2nd and 16 and run an outside zone for a 60-yard score. That's pretty sweet there by Swinney. Great run.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Swinney. And I doubt we're going to see much more of him, Coach.
No, he'll be done here shortly.
Extra point coming up from Gossett. He's 3 of 3, perfect on the night. He was 20 of 21 coming into the game. And this one is up and good. He stays perfect on tonight's ledger. Now 24 of 25 on the season. 4:40 to play. Back in a moment. 28-0 Mail. This is Glycod.com.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
56-yard touchdown run by Daniel Swinney, his 2nd of the night, his 9th of the season. And now 28-0. And the kickoff coming from Gossett, who just put the extra point through. He'll kick it high, little short, taken at the 10-yard line by Barger. Barger goes to the right side, 15, 20, gets through to the 30-yard line. And we'll see where they spot it, but maybe the 31, as Barger gets the nicest return of the night on a kickoff by the Butler Bears.
Yeah, real good return there by Barger. Broke a couple tackles there. Was hit actually at about the 20, able to kind of wiggle loose and get about 10 extra yards. So nice return by Barger.
They do make it to 31, Coach, so it's a 21-yard return.
Butler gets a little lift here.
I believe that's their best starting field position of the night. This is their 5th offensive series. 0 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. 4 punts from Freed, the punter.
This is a tough defense to line up and try to run from tackle to tackle. There's a lot of beef in there.
And too much speed, too.
Ton of quickness. They all get to the ball. They see things real well. They react real well to the football.
Baker is the quarterback this time. Tight set. They're going to give the ball to Marshall. Tries the left edge and is not going to get there. Noah Thomas was in there, I believe, and a couple other players helping out on that. Check it. It was Antonio Harris that was I thought it was 10. It was 16. Harris able to come in and be a part of that tackle.
Harris and T.J. Price, and they're coming from the backside. Flo went away from them. They run it down from the back. A lot of quickness in that defensive front.
Loss of 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 12, back to the 29. Going to look to the sideline now. Marshall is the running back. Baker is the quarterback. They go 2 wideouts to the right, 2 to the left, try to spread out this Mail defense. Mayo going real close to the line. Press coverage. And here comes a blitz across the middle. Caught at the 35-yard line. Crawley able to catch it and bring it in. Just a little slant pattern, Coach.
A little quick slant over the middle. Crawley able to make the catch and picks up some positive yards. It's going to be 3rd and about 4, but nice hook up there.
Howard on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Ronald Howard makes a nice play.
3:15 to go. Clock is running. Butler taking their time. They have a 3rd and 4 here. It's a short 4, long 3. They have to get across the 41 for a first down. And rolling to the right, throwing. It is caught right at the marker, and it's a catch made by Devontae Smith.
He's going to get it first down. Nice job that time under pressure. Mayo brought some heat off this right side that time. Almost got to him, but Baker makes a nice throw there and good catch, so Butler picks up a first down.
Smith was laying down almost. He was in a prone position when he was able to bring that in, so good concentration by Smith, who's listed at 5'10", 125. Soaking wet, probably.
With mud on it.
1st and 10 from the 43 now after the first down. Baker, and a man moves. That right tackle over there moved just a little bit. It'll be a false start call.
That's one of the things I'm sure that Coach Clark doesn't want to see are those mental errors. Right tackle that time misread the count, jumped one early.
Listed as Larry Montgomery, 6'4", 280, and a senior. They haven't had too many penalties tonight. Mayo really with more penalties in this one so far. 2:17 and counting left to go before halftime. 28-0 Mayo. Butler, their first down of the night, happening just a moment ago. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions.
For Butler, that's a good thing. You're hanging in there. You're still playing. Trying to make something good happen.
2 backs in a backfield. Baker will give it on a delay handoff. Not going to be much there, as falling to a knee was Marshall. And a timeout called by Mayo to stop the clock, but no gain for Marshall after the penalty backed him up to the 38. And that'll bring up 3rd down now and about 14 as Mayo calls a timeout to talk about it. Back in just a moment. 2 minutes away from halftime here at GlideCon.com.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from GlideCon.
Back here at Maxwell Field, 1:56 to go in the second quarter. Mayo leads 28-0. Butler on their most successful offensive drive of the night. They just converted a first down moments ago, but have since committed a false start penalty and a no gain on a running play.
If I'm Coach Kobe Clark, I like what I'm seeing. These kids are still trying to play and do something positive. That's good.
2nd and 14 coming up. The only one in the backfield is the quarterback, but they went with Hall. He started up the middle, bounced to the outside, going to get to the 45 and then driven, and a flag coming in. There's going to be a late hit call coming in.
Yeah, I saw that one coming. You got to back off there. That was too deep. He hit him right as he was about a step off the line there and then drove him.
Demetrius Dunlap making the tackle, but also going to be called for the late hit here. And I believe Butler will get their second first down of the night.
Absolutely, and that's now that's a penalty there. That's the one you don't want. That's a mental error. Once they cross the line, you got to back off.
So they talk about it, and now the personal foul call against Mayo. So they'll add 15 to this. The run would have netted 6. It was a nice little run around the edge by Hall. And this time it'll get the football with the penalty all the way into Mayo territory at the 40-yard line. the first time the Bears have been in Male territory all night.
Yeah, Hall made a nice little inside-out move that time. Kind of ducked up inside, then broke it out to his left along the Male sideline there and picked up about 6 or 7. And then the penalty out of bounds really makes it a big gain here for the Bears.
They're going to line Hall up now wide out as a part of a trips formation over on the left side. Ball on the near side. Hash. And the quarterback back to Baker now. 2 wideouts to the right. No back in the backfield. Baker will run up the middle, get a little bit, and then fall forward inside the 40-yard line down to the 38-yard line.
Nice little call there. No back set that time, trying to spread the Male defense out a little bit. And then Baker runs a design quarterback draw, picks up a couple. So Butler doing some good things right there. Elijah Manning on the tackle.
So 2nd and 8 coming up. They have to get just shy of the 30 for another first down. They're starting to run out of time. Just about 75 seconds left to go here in the first half. Male leads 28-0. Got a score a moment ago. Manuel and Ballard 7-7 in the first quarter. We'll try to get an update at halftime for some of the area scores. 2nd and 8. And confusion, and Baker's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss all the way back at the 41, and Male calls a timeout with 58 seconds left.
That little mix-up on the handoff that time. Quarterback and running back that time didn't get the mesh. Male able to put some pressure real quick into that Butler backfield. Chad Carroll that time able to kind of come off his defensive end position there and get some heat in that Butler backfield for the loss.
So this timeout will keep right here with 58 seconds left to go before halftime. 28-0 Male. Shuddy has thrown for 2 touchdowns. Swinney has run for 2. The 2 passing touchdowns that Shuddy has thrown, 1 to Gainey, 1 to Verbanchik. So the offense has been, I won't say wide open, but they're getting everyone involved, Coach.
They're effective. I think they're performing actually pretty well. They're executing their offense well. He's spreading the ball around well, which this offense needs to do. They've got so many playmakers that I'm telling you, it is very difficult to lock in on one, and Male is really establishing the fact that they can spread that ball around. I'm telling you, down the road, they start playing the big dogs. That's hard to defend this group.
So Male trying to save some time on the clock. They called the timeout. It's 3rd and let's call it, I said 13 a moment ago. It's going to be 11. 3rd and 11 from the 41. That was the loss of 3 a moment ago by Baker after the confusion after the snap. They have converted 2 first downs, 1 by pass and 1 by penalty. First time tonight they've had the ball in Bulldog territory. Wide out over to the right, wide out, 3 of them to the left. They fake the handoff, now throw underneath, intercepted. Did he hold it? I don't think he did. Incompletion.
I think it rolled out on him. Boy, he had a shot.
He had just a second of it in his hands. Thomas Price, I believe, the senior, was the one that almost had his mitts on it for an interception, and that'll bring up 4th down, and I would think that Colby Clark and the Bears will go for it here. 53.8 seconds, or 9, pardon me. 53.9 seconds remaining before halftime. And Male having to do push-ups for dropping one.
Gotta love seeing that.
Elijah Manning over there. He's keeping the calisthenics going. So 4th down, and no, they're not going to go for it. Butler will bring out Freed to kick this one away. Male wants to add something here before halftime. They'll go 1-minute drill on you. Bring Hall over to the left side to get everybody lined up and in the right spot. Male might bring some people here.
Good place for a fake.
Snap is low, bounces. Freed able to pick it up and get it away. Male did not bring a big rush, and it'll bounce at the 15-yard line and then be down close to the 11.
Freed that time, the punter for Butler did a nice job feeling that, keeping it in front of him, and then getting some leg on it. Got some top spin, too, after it hit. Rolled pretty good, so it gets Male back in the hole here a little bit with just a few seconds remaining in this first half.
Ball at the 11, so a 30-yard punt by Freed. He has punted 5 times tonight and averaging somewhere in the neighborhood of about 30 to 32 yards a punt. So Male now with 43.9 seconds on the clock. We'll try to make something happen, but they got to go 89 for a touchdown. Of course, if they can get in Gossett's range, they would like to give him a shot too.
They got the guns to do it, though. I'm telling you, they'll go deep here. They'll run some kind of a vertical deep route here.
3 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left. They go underneath. Swinney complete at the 10. Now he takes off. 15, 20, 25. He gets past them all. He's got one man to beat. Nobody's going to catch him. Swinney's going to go all the way. High steps into the end zone. Daniel Swinney, an 89-yard touchdown run.
As I was saying, they got the guns to do it, but they did it underneath. Instead of running the vertical, they run the secondary off and then screen to Sweeney underneath it. Great play call right there. And you got a chance to see what Sweeney is all about. His ability in the open field is incredible. Got great speed for a big man.
Schuttey's 13th touchdown pass of the season. And I think that Mail will go for 2 here, Coach, to try to make it 36, so the clock will start running in the second half.
Get those young ones in there. It's good for both sides.
And we'll have to check on Swinney how many he's caught for a touchdown this season. That is his first touchdown catch of the year. So the 2-point conversion, it's going to be Schuttey going to the right side to Gainey, and Gainey will not pull it in. Good coverage over there. I believe that was Baker. Nope, checked that. It was not. It was Caleb Crowder, the senior for the Bears, who had good coverage on the side on Gainey and denied him the pass.
Yeah, Crowder did a nice job. They're reacting to the football, too. Little fade right there in the corner to Gainey, but no room. It had to be a perfect throw, and Crowder able to knock that thing down. Good play.
34-0 is our score, and we'll come back in just a moment here on GlideCod.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from GlideCod.
It's a high bouncing squib kick by Gossett, and just barely able to get his hands on it is Elijah Patterson. And Patterson pulls it in, or else Mail would have had another shot at the end zone, Coach.
That high hopper, too. That wasn't an onside. That was a down and dirty kind of a squib kick, but took a big, like onside kick, big bounce, and Mail almost came up with it.
So Butler will have the football with 26.6 seconds remaining. They are at the 35-yard line to start this drive. 2 wide outs either side. Looks like Baker is back at quarterback. He'll give it to Marshall, and Marshall is hounded in the backfield. First guy to get there was Strickland, but also helping out on that play was Sulla Brown.
When Saylor gets rolling inside, we use the terminology, it gets pretty thick in there. No place to go.
And the clock will run out on the first half. Butler happy, I think, at that point to let it go after the loss on first down. Mail dominating as we thought they probably would here tonight. 34-0 in the first half, and they get the football coming out of the halftime break as they won the toss and deferred to the second half. So we'll take a timeout, come back, commence with our halftime activities. We'll run down the scoring plays, special interview coming up, and a lot more for you. So stick around here at halftime. 34-0 Mail over Butler on GlideCod.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets.
Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For your surprisingly great home and auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Custis Hydraulics, family owned since 1981, is proud to support male Bulldog football. Whether it's commercial hydraulic equipment, components, cylinders, pumps, valves, or construction cranes, dozers, and loaders, Custis trained mechanics will provide fast, reliable repairs. And Custis also sells hydraulic parts that can be shipped anywhere with limited area pickup and delivery for larger parts. Call them at 502-968-3107. Get going. Get Custis. Supreme Lending Company is your #1 choice for your home financing needs. Gary Settle is a 1996 Male graduate, a Male football alum, and member of Male's 1993 state champion football team. As a proud supporter of Male football, Gary's eager to help Bulldog families and friends purchase or refinance a home anytime. Gary can be reached on his mobile phone Monday through Sunday at 502-298-1356. Supreme Lending Company, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 2129.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Tonight's halftime report is presented by CSL Plasma. Help people around the world while earning up to $650 a month at our Louisville location, 1407 West Jefferson Street. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Back here at Male High School, 34-0 the halftime score. Male has dominated over Butler. It's homecoming, I believe, here at Male, and they're introducing the homecoming queen and king candidates to the crowd. We'll run down some numbers here. First of all, Butler, tough for them tonight. They have been able to increase their third down conversion rate. They were 0 of 4 to start the game. Now they're 2 of 6. But still, only one trip in the Male territory, Coach, and they got close to the 30-yard line, and a penalty backed them up, and it basically stalled the drive after that.
From where I'm sitting, totally expected. I mean, it's a mismatch. But the game for Butler starts in the second half.
Yeah.
If I'm Coach Clark, I'm looking forward to the second half. As Male begins to sub, they'll start playing some of their twos or whatever. Now I'm kind of getting in territory that I might be able to have a little success. I can start to find out if I've got some players on my team or not, and look for Butler to stay with their first group for a while,
right,
and see if we can get some positives going against this Male defense. On the other side, if I'm Male and I'm playing my young guys, listen, baby, you see the score right now?
Yeah.
It better be exactly the same or better when you all get out of there. And so I think both schools can benefit a little bit from this second half. Male's young guys and Butler's varsity. So good game starts next.
5 touchdowns on the night for Male into this 34-0 lead. Shuddy has passed for 3 of those. He's hit 3 different receivers. Gainey caught the first. Verbanchik has caught one tonight. And Swinney has caught one along with his 2 rushing touchdowns. For Swinney, that's the first touchdown catch of the year. That's another wrinkle to this Male offense that if I'm district foe, I don't want to see that ever again.
That's exactly right. If you're another 6A school looking at this tape, all of a sudden this kid can catch too.
Yeah, and run.
So they're Male spreading the ball around like they have all year. That's great. They really make it difficult to lock in on one guy, and they're doing it here tonight.
Right.
They've established what they needed to establish here in this first half. I'm glad this is your first look at Swinney. I'm telling you, this kid's going to be a phenomenal back.
If I'm a 1A school out there, if I'm an FCS school, if I'm an FBS school, it doesn't matter. I am knocking on this kid, sending him a letter anyway. I mean, there's got to be somebody that could use them.
Well, for the record, I think Alabama Alabama was here today looking at somebody. I'm not going to say who it was.
All right.
But I'd be having an eye on that dude.
Well, and we'll talk about recruiting when we get our special guest on here in just a moment. But that will get you up to date on how the scoring took place. Male has scored on every drive. Every time they've had the football, they put it into the end zone. 4 of 4 on extra points is Gossett. The only time he didn't try an extra point was when Male went for 2 right before half. After the 89-yard touchdown pass to Swinney, they went for 2 to try to make it 36 so the clock would start running. They did not convert that 2-point conversion as the pass went from Shuddy to Gainey, and it was knocked away in the end zone. So 34-0 is your score, and Coach told you what to expect coming out of the locker room. The band is performing at halftime. It's homecoming, and we'll return in just a moment with a special halftime guest as Vincent Anthony Sr., the dad of that talented wideout we watched a moment ago. He's going to join us for just a couple of minutes right here on GlideCon.com.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
For dancers and performers, there is nothing like being on stage. Build skills made for the spotlight, like team building and creativity at Dance Unlimited. Now holding auditions for competitive dance. Try out to compete at the highest levels. We offer a wide variety of competitive dance for all ages, as well as recreational classes. Set your goals high. If you hear the stage calling, chase your dreams.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from GlideCon.
My first trip to Male High School to do a game, and I may not be asked back because I already messed up the name of my special halftime interview guest. It's Vincent Anthony Sr. Coach, I apologize, but I tell you what, it's been a treat to watch your son here tonight. He's made a couple plays, got a touchdown. Very impressive, verbally committed to Wisconsin. Tell us, have you enjoyed the recruiting process as much as he has, going through that again? Because you went through it as a high school athlete as well.
Yeah, it's been enjoyable all the way around. You know, we got a little bit of a glimpse of it last year with his older brother VJ, who was a tight end here last year, but because of COVID, everything was totally very, very different and awkward. You couldn't go on campuses, virtual, and all that kind of stuff, man. So ultimately, he got to meet lots of coaches and campuses virtually, which was, weird seeing, whether it was Duke virtually or even Madison virtually with Wisconsin and multiple virtual experiences, Vanderbilt. But again, the telephone, the phone calls, the getting to know coaches, just their voices, quite frankly, or the visuals, it just made for, it was an odd 2020. But, I mean, that was universal, all 50 states. I mean, it was just, because of COVID, it was very, very, very different. I mean, you physically couldn't go onto anybody's campus until June 1 of 2021. So that made it extremely awkward.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
different process.
Totally
really.
different process, but very enjoyable. And I just wanted to make sure that he understood, man, enjoy the process. This thing will be over in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Just enjoy the process.
You yourself, you played here. You played at Western Kentucky. You played for the Denver Broncos for a year. Did you flash back a little bit to your recruiting as you went through this with your son?
It really, all that stuff comes into play, and you try to use good and bad experiences and try to give tips to both my boys, VJ last year and Vinny this year, on the most important thing, man, is just to be very professional, be yourself, get a good feel for who the individuals are, because it's not going to be me or mom on campus for the next 4 to 5 years. Once you're there, that's going to be your home, and you're going to transition from being a young kid, a teenager, to a young man by the time you leave at 22. And those are going to be long-term relationships that'll stick around with you for the rest of your life. So I just gave him data points from that perspective of enjoy it, take it in, ask questions, no questions, a bad question. But definitely it was deja vu in terms of the going back and knowing and feeling and all that, man. So it was great to be a father.
We're talking with Vince L. Anthony Sr., the dad of Vinny Anthony Jr. here at Male, who 4-star recruit by most of the recruiting services and a verbal commit to Wisconsin. What did he like about the Badgers? What was it that sold him?
Well, overall, man, everything about the process. Again, him paying attention to everything, and the Power Fives, quite frankly, they because they have more money, they separated themselves. The process, even the virtual process, you could tell it was a distinctive difference in the way that they conducted themselves. But even amongst the Power Fives, Wisconsin still was at the top of the food chain. If you imagine you're on a plane, man, everybody on the plane is Power Five. And most people are catching a bus, the Greyhound, the old school way, man. Wisconsin was absolutely first class. Everything about it, the coaching, the experience, the academics. We went there and we met with the president. We met with the athletic director. I mean, we met with folks that were way up the food chain that you traditionally just don't get an opportunity, in some cases, ever to meet. Period. And so to meet the president, to meet the athletic director, obviously you're going to meet the head coach, but everything was just on another level in the whole process. And so he enjoyed it. It's a big-time college town. They've got a phenomenal
Madison's fun.
Phenomenal history. Got 14 Big Ten victories, championships. They've got multiple Heisman Trophy winners.
Rose Bowl appearances.
Absolutely. So it's a thing, man, that goes back. And, he really bought into their wide receivers coach who played a number of years in the NFL, Coach Whitten, who his last stint before coming to Madison was with the Green Bay Packers, actually as a coach, and they really hit it off well. So the combination, just a multitude of things, man. As he put it, they checked all the boxes that Dad gave him and Mom gave him.
Right.
Wisconsin checked them with A+, man.
Well, I had to wait till the end of the interview, and I hate to do this to you, Coach, but this is I'm a EKU broadcast crew member, so I wanted to make sure that we knew what foot we were on.
Just be honest. At least we know where we stand,
That's right, baby. That's
At least we know where we stand.
Absolutely.
Hey, I got tons of memories with Elroy Harris.
Oh my gosh.
That's when I played, was when Elroy was there.
Yeah.
And obviously his son, Brooks Harris, was, were teammates with VJ and Vinny. So for the last couple of years, of course, it was lots of jokes thrown back and forth over the wars that we had back in the day.
I miss the
80s.
days of EKU, WKU being in the same conference.
Absolutely.
And the wars that those two schools had. Absolutely.
Lots of fun.
Had to give you a little ribbing.
Oh,
Thanks
I appreciate
so much.
it.
Absolutely perfect, and congrats.
Thank you very much.
And it's just fantastic to talk to you. And,
absolutely.
And congrats, and I'll be rooting for Vinny up in Madison.
Absolutely. Cheering on for the Bulldogs right now, and we're trying to get a state championship in football and track, and then make his way on to Wisconsin.
Take his rings with him to
There
Madison.
you go. Go
We'll
Bulldogs.
Short timeout. 34-0 Male leads here at halftime. Back in a moment on GlyCod.com.
When
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Custis Hydraulics, family owned since 1981, is proud to support male bulldog football. Whether it's commercial hydraulic equipment, components, cylinders, pumps, valves, or construction cranes, dozers, and loaders, Custis trained mechanics will provide fast, reliable repairs. And Custis also sells hydraulic parts that can be shipped anywhere with limited area pickup and delivery for larger parts. Call them at 502-968-3107. Get going. Get Custis.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Ace is more than a hardware store. It's where you turn for answers to all your questions. The Miller family of experts has 3 locations on Preston Highway in the Linview Shopping Center, Taylor Boulevard by Churchill Downs, and 26 and West Market Street. This week, get the Home Sturdy 18-gallon tote for $2.99. Ace fiberglass furnace filters, all sizes 99 cents. 5-pack of 30-gallon paper yard bags, $1.99. Get a 20-pound bag of Ace brand birdseed, just $4.99. Ace Hardware and the Miller family of hardware experts. We're in your neighborhood.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware store at Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane. Ace, the helpful place.
Back here in Mail, we want to run down some scores for you. You probably have been able to watch these on the ticker, but if you have not been able to, we'll update you on a couple of the scores. Coach, you can tell me what you think about these. Cal leading at the end of one quarter over Mercer County 14-0. Interesting.
That's a huge game.
Absolutely.
This one determines the district champion, really, and home field in the playoffs. So could be a big win for Cal. Obviously, off to a good start. I got a little special interest in that one. My son's coaching out there.
There you go. And it's interesting that they play those district games so early in the season. Normally, they're later to the latter part of the schedule.
Well, normally in that district, it's been DeSales and Cal. This year, it's Mercer County Cal.
PRP and Western 14-0 in the second quarter. Manual leads Ballard 20-7 at the half. Manual strong this year. Central Hardin 25, Fern Creek nothing in the second quarter. And South Warren leads Central 14-0. That's an interesting score.
South Warren, a good football team.
Absolutely. They've been overshadowed a few years by Bowling Green and Warren Central being fairly good sometimes, but I think South Warren really strong this year.
Yeah, they got off on Eastern last week, and Eastern picked them up late over a COVID forfeit. And I'm telling you, South Warren put it on.
And St. X leads Trinity 7-0 in the first quarter.
No surprise there. I think it'll be a great game. I think it'll go down to the wire, but I believe X is the better team right now.
I think, yeah, they're probably better at this point in the season. All right, so that's a look at the scoreboard. We shall take our last time out and get set for the second half. Mail will get the football, leading 34-0 when we return here on Glycod.com.
Supreme Lending Company is your number one choice for your home financing needs. Gary Settle is a 1996 Male graduate, a Male football alum, and member of Male's 1993 state champion football team. As a proud supporter of Male football, Gary's eager to help Bulldog families and friends purchase or refinance a home anytime. Gary can be reached on his mobile phone Monday through Sunday at 502-298-1356. Supreme Lending Company, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 2129.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
From Glycod, it's Male Bulldog football. Tonight's game is presented by Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for...
Halftime winding down here in Louisville. At Louisville Male High School, the Bulldogs lead the Butler Bears 34-0, and the Bulldogs get the football to start the second half. Coach, you think that Chris Wolf will put the ones out here to put this exclamation point on so that the clock runs, and then we'll see them retire for the rest of the evening?
Short answer is yes. I think you'll probably get a little action here in the third quarter with the starters, and he should. That's where, I'll be honest with you, that's where it gets difficult as a head coach, especially of a successful team like this, is how far you need to go. But you cheat your first kids if they don't get a little bit here in the second half, just from a conditioning standpoint, because as the season progresses, man, they got to go 4 quarters or more, and you just don't want to lose that. So I think you'll play him here a little bit in the third quarter, but after that, when he pulls, gets a running clock and whatever, then the young game starts. Make it 0-0. Now let's see what happens.
So far on the season, the Bulldogs 4-0. They beat Floyd Central out of Indiana 49-0. They had a romp over Ballard 51-14, who's not the same Ballard that we remember. A little bit falling off there and with the Bruins. St. X game was close, 28-21, but we expected that game to be kind of close. And then you had last week against Trinity a 24-10 game. I thought that one was a little bit closer than the final score indicates.
I was a little surprised that Trinity was. I thought Trinity was. They looked better to me than I anticipated. They played hard. They're young, but they played hard for a half. They hung in there with Male. Second half, they've been doing that every week. They've run out of gas. X, to me right now, looks like the biggest threat to Mayo going the distance.
Although that game at the end of the season, the regular season, that Male manual game, it might be fun to watch this year.
Talent-wise, I agree. It could be a good game, and Mayo's got a tremendous running back. I think they've got one of the best running backs maybe in the country in Northington. An outstanding talent.
Absolutely.
So it's always a good game.
It's fun to watch. And then Butler coming into this game, they squib kick here, an onside kick. Did they recover it? Wait for a signal here. They onside kick. They were able to get down the field, but no, Male has recovered the football. and they will have the football to start 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Now, what's that tell you about Coach Clark?
He's willing to take a chance.
He's ready to roll here in the second half. Comes out, does exactly what Mayo did in the first half. He's trying to steal possession.
Absolutely.
So I'm telling you, he's looking forward to this next 2 quarters. Actually, I am too. I want to see what Mayo's young kids look like. You can kind of see the coming talent.
So it looks as if they have brought let me make sure, a different quarterback in. I want to double check that. It may be Coulter Smith, possibly. Let's wait and see. It is Smith, and Smith will turn around and give it to the running back in Thomas Price, and Price is going to get into Butler territory and get a first down, a gain of about 11 here to move the sticks.
Well, obviously, Mayo's come out and not going to play his starters at all. Chris has decided he's going to go ahead and pull it, and he's going to go with young guys right off the bat. Smith makes a nice run, a little inside zone play there, able to get up inside. Jermaine Hobson for Butler makes the stop.
Inside the 40-yard line, it's actually a gain of 12 right up to the 39, and it'll bring up 1st and 10, a fresh set for the Bulldogs. Smith with the back behind him in Price, 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. He'll go Price, right side, right behind the tackle, and inside the 35-yard line down to about the 33.
Price again, a little inside zone, gets up inside, makes a nice little move right to left there, gains a little extra ground there. So these young Bulldogs making a statement here.
Good block by the tight end Ethan Mays that time to give an extra yard or 2 to Price.
Benjamin Hayes that time on the stop for Butler.
Mays is lining up as an H-back on the left side. 2 wideouts right, 1 left. And it's the same battery in the backfield in Smith and Price. Clap of the hands, high snap to throw. Going to the left sideline and out of bounds. A catch is made, but it's incomplete as Shemai Gates was able to pull it in, but the ball was well out of bounds.
Yeah, to tell you, I'll be honest with you, it's a little bit early, not cold enough yet for duck season, but that was as close as you're going to get. That one kind of hung there. It looked like it was about to die over here on the side. I think that one slipped out of his hand a little bit. He lost that one.
Possibly. It's a cool night, so one of the cooler nights we've had, and possibly a little moisture down there. 3rd and 4 at the 33. Turn. Price, left side. He's going to get the first down and a lot more. Tripped up at the 25 and falls forward to the 20, and he knows it. He could have been in the end zone, but he got tripped.
I like Price here. A little outside zone. Takes it to the left side, outside. Gets a nice push there from his offensive line. And keep in mind, this is Mayo's second group now going against this Butler first line. That's a nice little drive here for this Mayo second group.
Now the tight end coming in is Shelton. And he lines up on that right side, just in front of the quarterback and to the right. High snap. Smith will get it down and get it to Price. He bulls forward inside the 20. Give him the red zone now. First player to hit him was Russell Werner, but he got a lot of help from white jerseys.
Yeah, Shelton, little Shelton made a nice kick-out block that time. Able to get Price started up there on that left side. Picks up about 4.
2nd and 6 now. From the 17, make it the 18. That's a 17. We'll agree with the PA announcer. And the center looks back. Will now snap it to Smith. Smith turns, left side handoff, and Price once again just bulls forward. Mayo right now happy to just let Price get 6-7 yard chunks as they get closer to the end zone.
Doing his Daniel Swinney impersonation here and doing it pretty well. Hits up inside again, right over the center, right up the gut. And able to pick up first down here. So Price running that ball really well here on this drive.
Price, coming into the game, did not have any rushing statistics. So some good numbers here for Price in his first look at a running back. And Butler calls timeout on their defense with 9:20 to go.
That's what's beautiful about games like this. You have that. All of a sudden, guy gets his first shot, gets his first, and a star may be born here. This kid's running really well right now, so great chance to get your young talent against somebody else's first group, and you can find out real quick what you got coming.
He was not Price, and I'm talking about Thomas Price. He was not listed on the even the 3 deep as a running back, so kind of switching some things up that Butler hasn't even seen.
When you said that, I had to look at my chart because that's not the normal progression. So this is his first experience that I've seen, and I like what I see so far.
We've got some live updates as you see the split screen now, and we'll keep updating you on what's going on with some other games in the area. Taking a look at East Jessamine and West Jessamine tonight. And now the timeout being over, here comes Mail with a first down. And I believe they may have moved the sticks off, and it's 1st and goal from just inside the 10-yard line. And Price stays in there as the running back. They have 2 H-backs now on the left side, Coach.
I'd say they're coming right to it. No, they're going to shift
it to the right.
Change the strength. Go the other way.
Long count here by Smith. He gets the snap, turns, puts it in the belly of Price. Price ducks in, able to get some positive yards, but not what they wanted. A good push that time by Butler limits the pickup to about 3 down to the 6.
Nice look by Mayo, though, too. They switch that strength, go from left, then shift the 2 guys over to the right, which makes it an unbalanced look, and then run right at it. A little outside zone right to it. A nice little, well-designed play.
They bring Shelton in, and the other tight end is Hines, and they're both on the right side in the normal tight end's position this time, with a wide out over there as well and a wide out left. Smith, long count again, snap, turns, fakes the handoff. Price was in the wrong spot, and now Smith is going to try to run it in, gets down inside the 5, down to about the 3-yard line.
Miscue on the handoff. Smith ends up taking it almost like a bootleg, takes it around the left side, picks up a couple there, but a busted play.
Does get it down to the 2, so a pickup of 4 for Smith on a busted play, and Mayo just outside on a 3rd and goal, the 2-yard line.
Busted positive play. Let me rephrase
it. But you're extremely right. And Smith will make another long count here on 3rd and goal from the 2. And a timeout or a whistle. What do we have? It's offsides against Butler.
So that'll be a half the distance. So we're at the 1 here.
Doesn't really net anything but 1 yard. The down doesn't change. It's still 3rd and goal, but they are a little bit closer now to the 1. I'd say Price, wouldn't you, Coach?
I'd bet on Price right here, right up the middle.
We'll go to Vegas again here. High snap over the head of Smith, able to go run it down. Now running for his life outside of the 15-yard line, trying to get a pass completed in the end zone. It is incomplete. It was tipped by Ben Hayes, a junior defensive back, also really kind of an outside linebacker hybrid, but a good job of just trailing the play and able to knock that one away.
You know, it's a good job there, Butler, on defensively, but a better job by Smith.
Yeah.
Takes a terrible snap that goes over his head. That was not a passing play, and all of a sudden he turns it into a rollout to the right side. The receivers pick up on it, and they're able to get back to the 1 instead of being a 20-yard loss. Great heady play there by Smith.
It is 4th down and goal, and it looks as if Mayo will keep the offense on the field, and they bring in big number 7, Daniel Swinney, and it may be Swinney's chance to put the dot on the exclamation point here. He's going to run Wildcat from the 1-yard line. Gainey in motion. Swinney, left side. He will waltz into the end zone for his 4th touchdown of the night.
That's going to be the easiest one of the year right there. So Swinney gets another score here and gets that clock running. And I'll be honest with you, that's the right move to get that clock running. That way you're not putting too much heat on your young guys. But that was a nice drive by the Mayo second offense right there. I was really impressed with running back Price there. He ran hard.
Swinney now in double digits in rushing touchdowns. That's his 10th of the year. And we'll see if Gossett can add the extra point for the 5th time tonight. Kick is up, and it is no good. Off to the right. No good.
We need a replay on that. That looked good from here.
The officials, I waited just a moment, and they looked at each other and then moved their hands as in no good.
I thought it was his best kick of the night. He hit that really solid. I thought it was dead in the middle.
We'll take a break. Come back in just a moment. This is Glycon.com.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
Clock starts rolling now with a 40-0 lead. Squib kick comes from Gossett, taking it to 39 on the bounce by Caleb Crowder, defensive back on the hands team up there. And he'll take it 1st and 10 for Butler at their own 39-yard line.
Now we can take a look here at this Butler first offense against Mail's second unit on defense. And Butler kids get a chance here, see what they can do.
Little confusion from those coming into the contest. They've got 12 guys on the field right now, Coach.
Well, it sounds like a winner to me. Let's go with it.
5. I'm counting 12 right here. Now they'll try to get him off the field. It's Crawley that was the extra guy.
We got a little confusion out there.
Now a real tight set, one wide out to the left, and it'll be a handoff to Marshall as he tries the left corner. Dragged down from behind by DeAndre Malone, the linebacker. Big time tackle by Malone, and he keeps it to a 1-yard loss on the handoff to Crawley.
Yeah, nice play. That was a sweep going to the left there, and Marshall couldn't quite get the corner. Malone runs him down from the backside. Nice play.
I said Crawley. Checked that. It was Marshall. Crawley 8, Marshall is 7. And Baker at the quarterback spot, now checking in with the play. We'll see if he stays at that quarterback position or if he lines out wide. They've been switching Baker and Hall from wide out to quarterback, sometimes in mid-series. It will be Baker as Hall's on the sideline for this one, 2 wide outs to either side. To pass, Baker will throw underneath. It's complete to Marshall, and he is thrown down for another yard loss back at the 38.
Yeah, a little underneath route that time to Marshall, but Mail defense sitting right on it that time. DeAndre Malone was standing there with the receiver, so good play there by Malone.
Under 5 to play in the third. Clock running now. It can only be stopped by injury or timeout or change of possession. Those are the 3 ways that the clock will stop, but it will continue to go otherwise with more than a 36-point lead, 40-0 Mail here.
If you're one of those young guys in there, man, it goes fast.
I'm sure it does.
That clock rolls.
Get some experience, but it doesn't last long. So Baker at quarterback, shotgun. Right next to him is Marshall. Now they bring Crawley from a wideout position and put him on the opposite hip of Baker. 2 wideouts left, 1 right. He's going to throw. Trying to escape pressure, off to the right, throws down the field, complete to Crawley on the run at midfield, able to get down to the 45-yard line of Mail. That was a nice pass by Baker in stride to Crawley.
Right, Baker kind of rolls out of the pocket to his right there on the dead run. It's Crawley. Nice little route there, a little seam route over here on the right sideline, right in front of the Mail bench, and picks up that first down. So positive play there for the Butler Bears.
The pass goes for 16 when they needed 12 to the 45. And Butler with their 3rd first down of the night. Again, the same setup. Marshall and Crawley both in the backfield with Baker the quarterback. Snap and a delayed handoff to Marshall. Marshall will bull forward for about 3 to the 42-yard line.
Little delayed draw that time to Marshall. Hits it up right in the middle of that Mail defense. Picks up maybe 3 there. Again, DeAndre Malone on the stop for Mayo.
Malone's all over the field, Coach.
He's making the most of his time. I love it.
So 2nd and 7 now. Ball closer to the near hash as we see it from the press box here at Maxwell Field. Lights are on. What a pleasant evening to enjoy some high school football in the state of Kentucky. Enjoy it while you can. Rain coming in tomorrow to the majority of the Commonwealth.
Great night tonight, though. Wow, what a great Friday night.
Line up. They go 5 wide, Coach. And now there's some confusion. Marshall talking with Crawley. Now they get it set. 3 wide left, 2 right. No backs. Baker to throw. Gets time. Now he's rushing out of the pocket a little bit. Rolls to the left. Going to try to hit the sideline and get whatever he can, and does. And a flag coming in late. Maybe another late hit on Mayo.
Yeah, it's going to go against Mayo, but the little scramble drill that time for Mayo, all the receivers ran their routes and broke them off and started running everywhere. They were scrambling, trying to find an open seam to sit down in. Baker just makes the sweep outside on the sideline.
So they're going to get another first down, their 4th of the night. And this may get them down close to the red zone, which they have not been close to. Personal foul, late hit coming against Mayo. On the run, Baker was able to get to the 36. They'll add 15 onto that, so it'll get to the 21. And for the first time tonight, the Bears are knocking on the door of the Mayo red zone.
Knocking on the red zone, baby. So Butler's in scoring position, and again, these kids hadn't quit playing. I like that. They're still firing, trying to do something positive, and well, they should.
2:15 to play, still counting here in the 3rd quarter. 40-0 Mayo. 2 backs. They'll give it to Marshall on the delayed handoff. He'll try the left corner, get in the red zone, and then knocked back after he got to the 16-yard line, and the ball came loose. The ball came loose, and the officials are going to say that the ball carrier was either down or Butler recovered a fumble.
Marshall that time on a little delayed draw, starts from the right side, takes it all the way around the left side, and gets some positive yards, gains about 5. So 2nd and 5, Butler retains possession.
2nd and 5 from the 16 of Mayo. Baker coming in with the play call. Had to get some clarification as he turned back around. Going to have to be in a little bit of a hurry now as the play clock probably dwindling down here. 2 backs in the backfield. They've went with this 2-back set in the shotgun with Baker and Marshall and Crawley on either hip. Throw down close to the goal line, incomplete. Not a good throw. It was intended for Barger at the goal line, but it was well behind him.
Yeah, well short. He didn't get much on that, kind of lobbed it in there, and it fell a little bit short and a little bit behind Barger, the receiver. So 3rd and about 5.
So coming up on the 3rd down here, and Butler definitely in 4-down territory as they have entered the red zone for the first time tonight.
Barger trying to run a little short post there, but ball just underthrown.
So they stay with the 2 backs. Shotgun for Baker. Marshall's on his left hip. Nope, check that. Marshall's on his right hip. Now Crawley on the left. Fake the handoff. Around the left side. Can Baker get there? He got very close if he didn't. He's right at the 12-yard line, possibly the 11. Where's the spot? It's a first down.
Nice little play right there. Both backs roll to the right. Baker goes left, goes opposite the backs, almost like a little bootleg, and Mayo brings the big dogs back in.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. I don't think they're going to get this off with just, they did. They snapped it and got it off. Handoff to Crawley and a whistle. They may have not been set before they got the snap off. I don't see a flag yet. Now I do. It's back here at the 12-yard line. They're going to say false start, I'll bet you, against Butler. They weren't set for a second, Coach.
Now Butler trying to beat Mayo. Mayo trying to get some fresh personnel in there real quick. Some of the starters back in the game. They want to defend that end zone, keep that shutout going. And Butler tried to get one off right before, catch him in that chaos going off and on the field, and got a penalty. So it's going to back up 5.
It's an illegal substitution against Mayo.
I can understand that.
They didn't have
you had the first 11 trying to come on, and the others coming off. That's 22. Now that's pretty obvious. That's a lot of guys on the field.
You got that right, yeah. And I'm not sure if they'll let the quarter end until the play actually happens.
That's true.
So the penalty will be marked off down to the 6-yard line.
If you paid attention at the clinic, there will be one untimed down.
One untimed down. And it'll be the rare unicorn of high school football, the 1st and 5.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
Playbook wide open for you on 1st and 5.
Yeah, absolutely. Ever offensive coordinator dreams for that.
Butler is going to run one play here, and I think that's what they're – well, now the Butler kids are going to go off to the sideline. And let's see what they tell us if they're going to go to the quarter break. I think they are. Yeah, absolutely. So the quarter break.
There goes my clinic.
Yeah, me too, Coach. I was on the same sideline as you were. That'll do it for the third quarter. Back for the start of the fourth here in just a moment on Glycod.com. When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
Start of the second quarter, clock starts, but Butler is very close to scoring. If they do, it's possible that we'll go back to stopping the clock on regular type plays. Baker goes under center. It's 1st and 5 from the 6 of Male, and there's movement everywhere. One of the tight ends moved. The right guard moved. And Anthony Spencer, let's see, I believe it's going to be a false start. So the penalty at the end of the third quarter given back to Male. With the false start on Butler there, we go back to 1st and 10 from the 11.
Classic example, Butler was trying to change the count a little bit to try to draw, to get a little bit closer to that goal line, but they end up drawing themselves. You had a tight end and a tackle, both moved, and Male didn't. So Butler penalizes themselves right there.
A lot of players in this starting lineup for Butler. The line had a lot of senior leadership, but the skill positions will come back next year as most all of them are juniors. So you'll see Baker and Crawley and Marshall, Hall, some of those guys come back. Under center for this 1st and 10 from the 11. Baker throwing into the end zone over top, and a touchdown scored by the tight end, Ben Hayes. The junior is going to get on the board for Butler, make it 40-6.
Baker that time fakes the ISO to his left, squares his shoulders, and hits Hayes in a seam, I mean, right about as good as you can do it. Got behind the linebackers in front of the safety, kind of sat down, and man, Baker had that one on the money. So nice play. And if you're Butler and you're looking for something good in the second half, you just got it.
They're going to go for 2 here. Still some confusion, though. And they go to the Wildcat with Marshall. Going to take the direct. Nope, actually it's Baker. Baker did get the snap. I didn't see him on the hip of Marshall. And the whistles blow before the attempt, and it, I believe, is going to be a false start. No, offsides against Male. Gets them a bit closer.
Gets them a little closer here to punch this 2-point conversion in.
So and Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, you start a 2-point conversion from the 2.5, and it now will be about a yard and a quarter.
It's at the 3, and it goes to 1.5.
There you go. So the 2-point conversion attempt coming from Butler here. They get a offside call on Mail, and now they will try it from 1.5 yards away.
I believe we're going to kick this time.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They did bring in the kicker, Freed. Freed this year is 3 of 4 on extra point attempts. The holder is Baker. Snap, placement, hold, kick. I don't think he's going to get this one. It's off to the right, and that will be no good. 11 minutes to play in the fourth. Butler gets their first score, makes it 40-6, and we'll come back in just a moment on Glycod.com.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
Taking a look at the scoring play for Butler. Baker, an 11-yard touchdown pass to Hayes. For Baker, it's his second touchdown pass of the year. For Hayes, it's his second touchdown catch of the year. Something tells me they may have run that play before,
They've
Coach.
hooked up before. I think they did it very well. Good play action. And going to your left, that's hard to get your shoulder square after that play action. But Baker able to get a shoulder square, hit Hayes dead in the proper seam. Timing on that was excellent. So good play for the Butler Bears there.
Freed no good on the extra point attempt, 40-6 with 11 minutes to play. We're back to stopping the clock when it needs and calls to be stopped in this game. And a kickoff attempt coming. It looks as if it's going to be Crawley that's going to attempt this kickoff. Nope. Check that. It's one of the linemen. As the kick by a player I don't have listed on my roster goes down and then goes out of bounds inside the 20-yard line at about the 18. So Mail will get decent field position here.
If you don't have him on yours, you can rest assured I don't have him on mine, so you got that one.
Yep. Matter of fact, I don't have a 22 listed, so apologize to the young man. Give you credit if we had your name. Ball will be placed at the 35, and Mail will once again try to get this thing to a running clock. Mail has not punted tonight. They have scored on every drive that they have had the football.
Chris Wolf, you got to love that. Got to feel good about that.
Absolutely, yeah. There'll be a lot of positives in film study. And now, I believe, a new quarterback, Lucas Kobler. Kobler is the new quarterback. Got the white sleeves. And he'll turn and give it to a new running back in Josh Fuller. And Fuller is going to get up above the 40-yard line, close to a first down at the 45. They mark him down at the 44. 9-yard run for Fuller.
Cobbler had been the backup quarterback. Russell Werner there on the stop for Butler, but Cobbler tonight coming in as the third.
And again, Mail going to a different running back than what they've got listed on their 3 deep. And letting Josh Fuller, a sophomore, listed at 5'9", 180. On the near hash here on 2nd and 1. Cobbler turns, gives it to Fuller. Fuller will get the first down and into Butler territory at the 49 where he is swarmed under. I think leading the charge there was Kawan Gray.
Fuller that time, a little outside zone off the right side there, picks up some positive yards, enough for the first down, moving those chains. So Mayo's third group coming in here strong.
Gets 7 on the carry. And now with 9:13 and counting left to go in the game. You're saying Cobbler. I said Cobbler. Is it Cobbler?
Cobbler.
Okay. Make sure I pronounce the young man's name right. He is listed in the stats as somebody that's had some time at quarterback.
And look good.
1 for 3 for 39 yards in a previous appearance. Turn, give it to Fuller again. Fuller, I tell you what, Fuller just is a man that gets the football and gets down the field. He picks up another first down here, I think.
Full speed, no fakes, no nothing. He is going upfield, gets that momentum up the field and turns the corner. Going to move the chains again. Matthew Hall that time on the stop for Butler.
11 yards when he needed 10, and again the sticks move. And, boy, Fuller and Cobbler coming in, and Cobbler, the easiest job in the world. Just turn and give it to Fuller, and he'll get a good first down for you.
He's doing it right now.
Near hash again, turn, fake the handoff.
Bootleg.
And Cobbler's going to take off running and got all kinds of green to the 30, to the 25, and down to the 22 before he is knocked down. And that's a gain of about 17.
Cobbler, nice fake that time. Fakes to his running back, then bootlegs to his left. All kinds of green grass over there before Langford for Butler was able to run him down. But Cobbler's showing some speed over there on the left side. Nice bootleg play.
Cobbler give him 18. That actually got down to the 21. The white sleeves working for Cobbler in there. And now on the far hash mark after Cobbler rolled out to his left. Mail running from left to right. Snap high, turn, give it to Fuller. Fuller started to cut it to the outside. Stopped, took off again. 15 to the 10. And slung down at the 8-yard line, coming up to make the tackle that time.
Fuller makes two nice stop-and-go moves after he got the corner. Once to get the corner, and then another one after he turned the corner. It's a good run there by Fuller before Kewan Gray that time was able to make the tackle. But Fuller's showing some wheels here.
He gets inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a 13-yard gain, and now first and goal for Mail. They've had 5 plays, 4 runs by Fuller, and then a run by Cobbler. 2 wideouts, 1 to either side. Cobbler turns, gives it to Fuller. Fuller inside the 5, then driven back. Crawley was in there, coming off the bottom of that pile for the tackle. So was Gray. And it's going to be second and goal from the 2, 6-yard gain for Fuller.
A little stretch play on the right side that time, and the Fuller driving those legs picks up some positive yardage before Daniel Vinegar from Butler makes the tackle. But Dogs are pushing one in here.
6-10 and counting. Bulldogs right at the doorstep of the end zone. And a late timeout here as Butler could not get a man off the field in time. They were trying to substitute, had 12 men on, and the late man coming off the field makes Colby Clark call a timeout. 6:05 to go. Back in a moment on Glycod.com.
Ace is more than a hardware store. It's where you turn for answers to all your questions. The Miller family of experts has 3 locations on Preston Highway in the Linview Shopping Center, Taylor Boulevard by Churchill Downs, and 26 and West Market Street. This week, get the Home Sturdy 18-gallon tote for $2.99. Ace fiberglass furnace filters, all sizes 99 cents. 5-pack of 30-gallon paper yard bags, $1.99. Get a 20-pound bag of Ace brand birdseed, just $4.99. Ace Hardware and the Miller family of hardware experts. We're in your neighborhood.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware Store at Preston Highway in Gilmore Lane. Ace, the helpful place.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line for Mail as we get back to play. Cobbler, shotgun, right behind him is Fuller. Something tells me Fuller may get a shot here. Turn, handoff, Fuller starts right, turns the corner, and did not get in. A great job of denying him. Dan Vinegar just grabbed the shoulders of Fuller and threw him down at the 1.
2 straight tackles there for Vinegar. That's a nice play there by Butler's Vinegar. Able to keep Fuller out of the end zone there. Nice play, short side, outside zone again over here to the right side, but Fuller not able to break that plane.
To update you on the scores, we have the ticker running underneath. Make sure you check that out to get updated from scores across the area. 3rd and goal. Cobbler turns. Fuller starts in the middle. Now gets pulled down from behind as the first guy to hit him was Russell Werner. And Werner just holding on for dear life as Fuller tried to get up off the top of Werner and keep going, but they drop him back at the 4-yard line.
Werner got penetration that time on the Male offensive line and really was able to kind of get to Fuller before he could get started and able to drag him down behind the line. So might have lost a half a yard there.
That's going to bring up 4th down and goal from the 4. Be interesting to see what the play call will be here from Chris Wolf and his coaching staff.
If he runs that bootleg again, he'll walk in backwards.
I think you're right. The way that the Butler Bears had sold out to that run to the right side. Ball on the near hash as we see it. Fuller in the backfield. Shotgun for Cobbler. They put 2 tight ends on the left side. Wide out over on the wide left. One on the right side as well. And a timeout called. Who called it?
At Male, I'd say, because there was some confusion.
Oh, it's a sideline warning.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning against the Bulldogs.
There was some confusion that time trying to get the play started. Everybody was talking to each other, receivers talking to the quarterback. They weren't sure, so probably a good thing there for Male.
They'll try it again from the 4. 4th down and goal. Snap. Fake the handoff. Cobbler going to roll to the left, and he's going to waltz into the end zone. Lucas Cobbler. And that'll make it a running clock again with 4:05 left to go here in the game.
See, Jim, we can call some offense from up here, man.
I think they may be tuned into our headsets, right, Coach? Trying to figure out what you're going to do.
Nice move there by Cobbler. He fooled him twice on that bootleg in that drive.
For Cobbler, that is his first rushing touchdown of the year. Here's the extra point attempt. Gossett missed one a while ago.
No, he didn't.
This one right down the gut, and it's good. 47-6. 4:05 to go, and the clock will start running after this kickoff coming up here on Glycod.com.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
Clock starts now as they tee this up. Gossett will kick this away, and it may be another squibber. We'll have to wait and see. He's kicked it deep, and he's kicked the squib. First rushing touchdown of the year for Cobbler, the quarterback. Deep kick taken at the 7, and it's Barger. I've said Barger and Barger. I think I'm going to go with Barger. Barger able to get across the 20, maybe the 23. Return of 16 yards, and that's where Butler will start 1st and 10 with a running clock with 3:30 to go.
Pretty good coverage right there by some of those young Male Bulldog kickoff specialists right there. But a lot of purple shirts around the ball carrier. Nice job there. Good coverage.
1st and 10 for Butler from their own 23 after the return by Barger. And somebody started a bit early. The big tight end on the left side, Ben Hayes. He's the one that caught the touchdown pass, but took off running.
He was open on that one, too. He started just a tad early there.
I'm Coach, and I know you're going to echo this sentiment, but I think everybody's really rooting for Colby Clark to get this thing turned around at Butler.
He will. I'm telling you right now, he's taking a major step in this second half. Butler's played hard here in the second half. Got a little something going on offense. They've taken a step towards developing a program right here.
1st and 15, handoff will go to Marshall. He'll go to the left, and he's got the corner. 30, 35, 40, and only one man can bring him down. And the tackle will go to Hayden Perkins, the safety. who's able to catch up and pull him down, but not before he gets a huge gain and another first down up to the 48-yard line.
So these kids tonight from Butler come home with a good feeling out of this second half. They've done some positive things and turn the corner there for a big game.
25-yard run by Marshall there. 2:10 to play and counting. Biggest play from scrimmage of the night for Butler. Two backs in the backfield. Baker gets the snap. He's looking to throw this time. Wants to go deep. Try and Barger on the sideline. Caught him in stride and he dropped it. He bobbled it.
Throw to Barger right there.
And he's going to do some push-ups.
And he should. That was a great throw right there. That should have been 6 points. So, all of a sudden, like I say, Butler is showing some promise here. It's like that little song when you went to Sunday school, this little light of mine, I'm going to make it shine. All of a sudden, it just turns into a big burning bush, brother.
Starting to get a flame here for this Butler team.
Saying.
But Coach and I were talking off camera earlier tonight. It had been a little while since Butler has tasted victories in bunches, and hopefully Colby Clark will bring that back to the Butler Bears. Baker's going to roll to his right, throws, open, caught at the 48, and getting forward, I believe the catch, let's check the number here as to who that was that made that catch, as the receiver making it is Devontae Smith, second catch of the night for Smith, under a minute to go.
So Baker, the quarterback from Butler, comes out of this game, doubles his statistics for the season right here against the number one team in the state. Got to feel good about that.
Something to bring positive back to school on Monday morning. Baker again to throw, looks right sideline this time, looking and intercepted at the 20-yard line by Mayo. And making the interception is the young man I mentioned just a little bit ago, Hayden Perkins. Made the interception as the receiver just never really located the ball.
And as good a ball as Baker threw over here on the side should have been a score. That one was quacking the whole way down that sideline. That one hung, kind of came out of his hand funny. Didn't have a real good spiral to it and wasn't a very good throw.
That's how we're going to end this game, too. The clock is going to run out, and Mayo will win 47-6 on their home field here tonight. So the teams will shake hands. We'll get to our post-game coverage here in just a moment. This is Glycod.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Family owned and operated since 1946, Thomas Car Wash has specialized in making Louisville cars look fresh and clean. Co-owned by 2006 Mill graduate Alex Thomas, Thomas Car Wash has 4 convenient locations, including their newly renovated one at 5321 Preston Highway, just a mile down from Mail. Additional locations include 6511 Preston Highway, 4139 Bardstown Road, and one at the intersection of Hurstbourne Parkway and Taylorsville Road. From full service to express washes to detailing and towel drying, wash local with Thomas Car Wash.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by State Farm Insurance agents Brian Morrison and Mike Shelton. For a free insurance quote, call Brian at 502-895-2955 or Mike at 502-893-9255.
Back here at Male High School, Maxwell Field, as we've just completed this game in the books, 47-6 Male with a victory here tonight, relatively easy. They move to 5-0 on the year. Butler falls to 1-5 on the season. Taking a look at some of the pertinent statistics in this one, Daniel Swinney showing what he's kind of promised that he would be, living up to expectations. So was Nick Shuddy. Shuddy with 3 touchdown passes tonight. Swinney, 3 rushing touchdowns. But, Coach, it's that wrinkle, the first receiving touchdown of the year, that's going to worry a lot of coaches down the schedule for the Male Bulldogs.
X and Trinity are saying,
yeah,
we got something else to look at. Because I'm telling you, he looked good on that little screen. Nice hands, soft hands. Once he catches it in space, man, he's a threat.
Yeah.
Not many corners in town going to take him on one-on-one.
No, especially in the front of him. Now, they may try to ride him down the sideline, but they're not going to take him head on.
And they'll get a ride, too.
Yeah, he's a powerful back. And really fun to watch him here tonight. Coach told me as we came in, wait till you see this kid. And he was everything that he was built to be.
And getting better. And it's just junior, and I'm telling you, he's improving every time out. I really think this kid has got a high ceiling in his high school career.
Butler, Coach, on their side of the football, a nice touchdown drive. They got the pass from the quarterback. Baker was able to hit Ben Hayes. Second time this year they've hooked up. So some things I think that were promising, especially in that second half.
Let's go back. Our opening remarks. We talked about it's difficult to do, but how can everybody take something away from this game?
Right.
Well, I think it happened.
Yeah.
I think Mayo's first guys got what they needed, did exactly what they should do. Their second kids came in and performed, and Butler's young guys also performed. So I think everybody leaves here with something. I don't think it's one of those games where you hang your head down when you leave here. I think everybody got better tonight.
Also catching touchdown passes tonight for Male, Gainey and Verbanchik. Both multiple touchdown catches on the season. We mentioned the Swinney catch. I thought it was a nice little drive put together by Lucas Cobbler as he dotted the exclamation point there with a little run. Twice in that series, he faked the handoff, rolled to the left, and was able to get big yards.
I was impressed with him early in the season. He came in as a second quarterback earlier a couple of times and looked good. Able to throw the ball really well, and he's got some, he can make things happen with his legs. Did it right there.
And he's just a junior. This could be his team next year.
It very well could be. It'll be interesting to see how that develops over the year.
All right, we'll take a timeout, come back. We've got some other scores that we're going to pass your way. Make sure you check the ticker, too, as well. And then we'll also talk a little bit about who we might think about as an MVP. So that's what's coming up here on postgame coverage between Male and Butler. Back in a moment on GlideCod.com.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For your surprisingly great auto rate, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Looking for new ways to connect with your customer? Did you know that local grassroots marketing is the most effective? For a successful economic approach, email info@glycod.com or call 502-551-5027.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. If you're a new or experienced agent and you would like to join Polo Real Estate, contact them at 502-702-7656. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Ace is more than a hardware store. It's where you turn for answers to all your questions. The Miller family of experts has 3 locations on Preston Highway in the Linview Shopping Center, Taylor Boulevard by Churchill Downs, and 26 in West Market Street. This week, get the Home Sturdy 18-gallon tote for $2.99. Ace fiberglass furnace filters, all sizes 99 cents. 5-pack of 30-gallon paper yard bags, $1.99. Get a 20-pound bag of Ace brand bird seed, just $4.99. Ace Hardware and the Miller family of hardware experts. We're in your neighborhood.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by your locally owned Ace Hardware Store at Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane. Ace, the helpful place.
All right, welcome back to Male High School. You see a split screen. The other game going on in the area that we wanted to mention, Jeffersonville and Silver Creek are tied at 23 down the stretch, 5 minutes to go. So you're seeing the final moments of that game, barring any overtime possibilities that might be going on there. As we wrap up here at Male High School, the final score tonight, 47-6. A couple things to mention real quick. Next opponents for both these schools. For Butler, they will have a week off, and then they will take on Pleasure Ridge Park in 2 weeks. So they kind of get to retool a little bit. And who knows, you get some fire going off what positive notes you had in this game, might be able to give PRP something.
Good week for a week off. They needed a week off after this game to kind of get healed. That's a huge game. That's the game of the highway now on Dixie Highway. PRP Butler. You talk about a rivalry. That's one. That'll be a good game.
For Male, they're off next week as well. They had a game scheduled with a team in New Orleans because of Hurricane Ida. That has been canceled. So they had initially tried to find another opponent. It could possibly still happen, but odds are long that that's probably not going to take place. So they would be off. Their next game would take place on October 8th, and they'll take Southern at Southern in a contest then.
And Southern surprising everybody at 5-1 here or whatever. They're making some noise out there on Preston Highway, so that could be interesting.
And that's district play.
Absolutely, that's first district.
First game of the district was Southern, then Fern Creek and Bullitt East. For Butler, their district has Manual, St. X, and PRP.
That's a
tough road
route
to hoe. Let's talk about the most outstanding player in our Male Butler game tonight. Most outstanding player brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton and Brian Morrison. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Bob, who do you like?
Sweeney. Daniel Sweeney's my guy. I'm telling you, what a night. He put on a show. I'm glad you got to see that. So get me fixed here. But he had a great night tonight and does every night. I'm really impressed with that young man. No question, he is the game player of the week here for Male.
Throw a little bit of love Butler's way. Give Baker probably the nod if we were to award a second player.
Absolutely.
I thought he played fairly well tonight.
I would agree with that.
Next Friday on Glycod.com, we have Iroquois at PRP. Also, we will have BNL taking on Floyd Central and Charlestown at Corydon Central. So those are some of the games you can look forward to next week here on Glycod.com. For more on tonight's winners and to vote Well, and to visit Glycon.com, you'll check out more of high school football action. Special thanks to Colby Martin for his support on our game tonight. We'll come back in just a moment to wrap things up for Male High School in just a moment on Glycon.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience.
You can visit one of our 4 Kentucky branch locations, 2 in Louisville, Bowling Green, and Owensboro.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 male high graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Supreme Lending Company is your #1 choice for your home financing needs. Gary Settle is a 1996 Male graduate, a Male football alum, and member of Male's 1993 state champion football team. As a proud supporter of Male football, Gary's eager to help Bulldog families and friends purchase or refinance a home anytime. Gary can be reached on his mobile phone Monday through Sunday at 502-298-1356. Supreme Lending Company, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 2129.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Brian Morrison in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Male Bulldog Football from Glycod.
.47-6 Male wins over Butler. I had the special treat for the first time in my career, the long one. I'm an old guy, but had a youngster over here helping me out by the name of Coach Bob Redmond. First time I've had a chance to work with him. It was a lot of fun, Coach.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Appreciate it.
You did a great job. And I'm telling you, this whole crew, man, you guys have got it going on. I'm telling you.
I told
really
you,
enjoyed it.
I'm going to stick Colby Martin in my back pocket, just take him with me everywhere.
He's a keeper. I don't know how long he is, but he's a keeper.
Appreciate it. And I know you saw what made you happy out of this Male team today.
Absolutely. I thought they did a great job. I think, Chris, you always got things to work on. You want to do this. Too many penalties. You got something to fuss about. But overall, he got a good effort out of his kids. They did exactly what they needed to do. And like I said, I think it's a win-win, both teams, and I think everybody gets something.
You have a split screen on your screen of the Jeffersontown Silver Creek game. It is close to the end of regulation, tied at 23. They may be going to overtime. We are going to keep that up on our feed if you want to watch it. Otherwise, you can go to that feed on Glycod.com and watch the end of that game if you wish. For the most in-depth coverage of high school sports, visit Glycod.com and join us next week for more high school football. For the executive producer, Steve Bird, our on-site producer, Colby Martin, spotter, Roy Lewis, our camera guy, Simeon Burks, and Burko Media. Analyst Bob Redmond, I'm Jim Tyree, saying so long with our final score, Male 47, Butler 6. Have a great night.
From Glycod, this has been Male Bulldog Football. Tonight's game has been presented by Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors. CSL Plasma, good for you, great for life. State Farm Insurance agents Mike Shelton and Brian Morrison. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Your locally owned Ace Hardware store at Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane. Tinsley Family Concessions, Supreme Lending, Holy Smokes Barbecue, Custis Hydraulics, and by Thomas Car Wash.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.
Handoff, Mansfield again running in the spread, but he runs into traffic there. So is Coach Pappenhouse going to let
He's going to let it run down and play for overtime.
So both of these coaches look like they're content to play for overtime. All right, now there is a timeout on the field. We will keep it here.
Who called timeout? Was that Jeff?
It was Jeff. So Jeff took a timeout. And just a note to
so 20 seconds left.
yeah, and just a note to producer Jeff. We'll do that into the second quarter break.